What's going on, my fellow nails? Welcome back into Forward Progress. Football's back, of course, in classic fashion. Roger Ball is delayed. First game of the year, lightning strike, whatever. We got a 20-minute late start. But thank you to all who are tuning into this Thursday Night Football watch-along presented by Fanduel this year. Very excited for that. Got 20 minutes leading up to kickoff. Banger guest tonight. Suma's joining me from Germany in the first quarter here, which is going to be like, 2 a.m. for him. I don't know if he went to sleep beforehand. I don't know what he did. But he's joining me in the first quarter. Jeff Feinberg, second quarter. Adam Chernoff from Right Angle Sports does really good work for them over on YouTube if you want to check it out in the third quarter. And we ended off tonight with Hitman. I'm probably going head-to-head with Hitman on a prop tonight, so that should make for some interesting fourth quarter viewing. I see everyone in here from last year. Eric Andre, Patrick, some new names as well. Max, Brendan Kane, welcome aboard. Appreciate everyone who's tuning in here for the first game of the season. Dropped a video earlier today with Suma. We kind of broke down this game pretty much from all perspectives. Side total, props, same game parlay. For those who missed it, I'll do a quick recap here. So Baltimore took some money this morning. Very briefly, a little bit of buyback on the Kansas City Chiefs. I like the Chiefs in this game. Now, the numbers back out to 3 in most spots, or you're paying a very expensive 2.5 at this point. And let's be real. We got sports books on the planet now that are taking 6-figure bets on this game. The line has settled to where it should be. It's my personal opinion that Baltimore's still a little bit overrated in the market this year. I could only bet the Kansas City Chiefs in this game. Part of the reason why is I think that they have an edge at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Or at least what Baltimore's defensive line is, especially with that interior pressure, that's neutralized by Kansas City's offensive line. So I'm a little bit down on the Ravens. We'll see. It's still Lamar Jackson. It's still John Harbaugh. Solid coach. But I think that this number, the right number in this game, is closer to, I'll call it a minus 3.25, juiced minus 3 or minus 3.5 in the game. So that's where I'm at right now. Biggest thing for me about this game in particular is I think the Ravens corners are going to have trouble with this Kansas City receivers. And I also think that the Ravens might get a little bit too conservative. Derrick Henry's there now. Looks so weird, by the way, seeing Derrick Henry in a Ravens jersey. Like, couldn't believe that in warm-up. I had to do a double take for a second. Almost forgot. But the big knock on Baltimore last year in their playoff game against Kansas City was, why did they throw so much? It was a weird game plan for them. 46 dropbacks for Lamar Jackson. Steve Spagnuolo blitzed him 20 times. They didn't know what to do. I think you're going to see the Ravens try to pound the rock. The problem is Baltimore doesn't have the O-line to do it. It's just not the same offensive line. I think that's going to pose issues for them. 7th-round rookie at left guard. They have a rookie at right tackle. They have one of the worst right guards in the league. Ronnie Stanley at left tackle. I mean, he's getting up there in years, and he gets hurt every single year. So I'm not sure that they're going to be able to accomplish that game plan. I've played the Chiefs tonight. I use the Chiefs in a lot of contests, pick'em contests that I had to get my picks in early. I feel pretty good about them in this price range, but it's the NFL. Anything can happen. Last year, Chiefs had a fluky pick 6 go against them against the Lions. They lost outright at home. So that's why they play the games. But I am on Kansas City tonight. I also played a same game parlay earlier today. Now, I just want to talk about that really quickly. I view same game parlays both as a form of entertainment, but also as an opportunity to make money. I'm never going to give out a pick on any of these streams that I don't bet myself. I will never do that. I have a ticket for everything that I give out. I think it's unfair to do that. I'm building a same game parlay tonight around the possibility of the Chiefs winning by margin. So I took KC minus 6.5 alternate line. For that to happen, Mahomes has to have a big game. 275 plus passing yards. I like Rashee Rice in this game a lot. Anytime touchdown scorer. Xavier Worthy being there now, I think that opens up a lot of intermediate routes for Rashee Rice. And if this is the case, and the Ravens are trailing, you get into a lot of dropbacks for Lamar, where he's going to use his feet to pick up yardage if his receivers are covered. So I played 50-plus rushing yards. That's 20-1. I honestly think this should be priced closer to 15-1. Not a massive edge by any stretch of the imagination, but I think something worth playing if people do want to tail that same game parlay. Appreciate you, August Young, again this year. We're back with an early donation, $100. That keeps producer Jason Cooper around a little while longer. If you do want to make donations, we take them. Don't ask you to. If you win money tailing the streams, we're happy to accept it. Just keeps the lights on, lets us upgrade our cable packages, get more bandwidth, new desktop computers. We're actually building a new studio as well. So appreciate that, August. Good luck to you tonight. Unless you're on the Ravens, I can't wish you good luck there. All right, before we get into props, obviously, Fanduel is now the sponsor here. You could kick off this NFL season with a win on Fanduel, America's #1 sportsbook. Personally, I've had access to Fanduel for the last couple of years. I love the product. Great mobile app, very easy to use, great live betting interface, pretty fair to players as well. Right now, all customers get a profit boost every single NFL game day. So you can pump up your gridiron winnings multiple times a week. Tonight, there's a no sweat bet available. Tomorrow night, Packers and Eagles, there's a no sweat SGP available. So make sure you check that out. They have tons of ways you can get in on the action, money line spread, player props, and more. And like I said, the live betting interface, lightning fast, great bet settlements, instant withdrawals. FanDuel's great. Makes betting on the NFL easier than before. Visit FanDuel.com/forward-progress to download FanDuel today. FanDuel.com/forward-progress. You must be 21 and present in select states or 18 plus and present in DC. Opt-in is required. Bonus is issued as a non-withdrawable profit boost token. Restrictions apply, including token expiration. See terms for both offers at sportsbook.fanduel.com. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG. Take it very seriously. If you're in Connecticut, the number's up on screen as well, or you can visit MarylandGamblingHelp.org in Maryland as well. Hope is here for anyone with gambling issues. I do take that very seriously. So make sure that if you're having any responsible gaming issues, step away, call numbers, seek help. Okay, props for tonight's game. Few different angles that I'm going to attack. Let's just get this out of the way really quickly here. I like Rashee Rice. I mentioned it in the breakdown. I put him in my SGPs. I actually have a lot of SGPs for tonight's game. But right now, Rashee Rice, 63.5 receiving yards is the current market. I'm betting him over for a full unit. Again, it's week one. We have to put, we have to do some guesswork. We don't know how things are going to play out. But I do think that Xavier Worthy stretching the field is a big difference for this offense. Someone that they have to respect downfield. I don't know how Rashee Rice is playing. I mean, the guy has like 8 charges pending against him for speed racing, but he's on the field. I'm taking over 63.5 yards for Rashee Rice. Next up, I am going to make things interesting in the fourth quarter today. Lots of sharp people I know are on Rashad Bateman in some capacity. Most of them on overs. I mean, his receiving yardage total earlier this week was like 25.5, 26.5. It's been bet up to 30.5 now, which is a pretty substantial move. It's 20% move. I'm going to go under on Rashad Bateman, 30.5. There's a lot of hype around him this year, getting him a little bit more involved. Part of the handicap here is I do think that the Ravens are going to be super run heavy early on in this game. Be a little bit worried if KC does score early on and forces Baltimore into a different type of game state. But I think the Ravens do keep it close enough that I think this number is a little bit inflated. So under 30.5, Rashad Bateman there. Couple other ones that I'm going to play for half units in the rushing game. Derrick Henry is here now. They're going to use Derrick Henry. I mean, they brought him in for this specific reason. Try to run the ball down, the throw to the Chiefs. Derrick Henry has a line of 15.5 carries tonight. I'm playing him over for a half unit at -120. I think that's a valuable bet. I do think that they'll stick with the run throughout this first half. Maybe I'm on glue, maybe not, but I think that number is a little bit small, -114 actually in market right now. And then finally, in the same vein, I like Justice Hill as a player. I don't think he's going to get a lot of touches tonight. His rushing yardage is at 14.5. It's actually been bet down in the last couple hours from 15.5. I mean, it's not insignificant that 1 yard matters, but I'm going to play half unit under on Justice Hill. I think there's a lot of scenarios here where he just doesn't get the touches that people think he is going to get overall. So Rashee Rice over receiving yards, Rashad Bateman under receiving yards, Derrick Henry over on carries, Justice Hill under on rush yards. Those are locked in on BetStamp as well for anyone who does want to track at any point. Anytime touchdown scores, again, I want to be very honest and upfront with people out there. I did not bet an anytime touchdown score for the Baltimore Ravens just because I did not find a valuable bet there. I did play Justin Watson for a very small amount. Like, I'll happily win a 25-1. Don't get me wrong, but it's not life-changing. If you wanted to tail on a first touchdown, Justin Watson, I would play him for like $5. Wow, 34-1, Fanduel. I got a worse number than this earlier. I guess the lines are moving against me. That's always a great sign, let me tell you. 34-1, Fanduel, play it. $5 will net you over 150 there. Really solid bet. No, my math is terrible. Whatever. Let's move on. Quickly, we'll take a look at BetStamp Pro. This will be launching in the next little while as well. Try to identify some value on the board at FanDuel if you're using a top-down method or something along those lines. But typically, not a bad way to bet earlier, right before the start of the show. And just quickly taking a look at what I got here. Mark Andrews has a very good number at FanDuel. If you're interested in playing Mark Andrews overs, FanDuel by far the best number in market. Don't play it anywhere else. He's like 45.5 here relative to some other books that are 48.5, 50.5, along those lines as well. So that's a pretty decent one there. In terms of Lamar Jackson as well, rushing yards over. Decent spots if you're looking to play those. We got Mitchell Schwartz on the field right now. Former tackle for the Chiefs. Great player. I'm stoked for the start of this season. Very nervous to have a lot of money in play. Oh, Chad Henne won a big game in the playoffs for them that 1 year as well. But yeah, pretty nervous. Very interested to know who the chat is cheering for here as well. Drop it in the chat if you can. Wondering if we got a pro Chiefs or pro Ravens crowd, and if there's any specific props that you guys have played as well. I'd be very, very interested in that as well. Hit that like button down below. If it's your first time here, you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. It goes a long way to helping us monetize our channel. We put in a lot of work here. So if you do enjoy the content, sub and like down below. We got a lot of Chiefs. Lots of Chiefs, which is good. I like to see that. I like when me and the Nails are cheering for the same stuff. We got the contract. Yeah, we got the Noah Gray contract. Noah Gray, for those who watched the stream last year, came through in a big way for us at some point. Isaiah Likely over 14.5. That seems to be a pretty popular one as well right now. DeCucci's going Henry over 6.5 receiving yards. I could see that. I think he's going to get enough usage that's in play. Let's see what I made his receiving yards total, just so that I'm not talking out of my ass here. Derrick Henry. Yeah, I have him at like 11. Mahomes by less than a field goal. That's someone who's played Baltimore spread and Kansas City money line. Chris Collinsworth, Mike Tirico up on the screen. Before we do, I know producer Jason, you used a no sweat bet tonight at FanDuel, did you not?
I did, in fact, use a no sweat bet on FanDuel tonight. I drafted Xavier Worthy in a bunch of my leagues, and I'm like, how can I double dip this? I said, I'm going to use a no sweat token on it. So I'm betting Xavier Worthy first TD combined with last TD and 80 plus yards. So
I like that. That's how you got to use these things.
Hey, it's like, I think it's 200-1, something along those lines. So fired it out there. Hope for the best.
You got anything that, like, outside of that you're strongly rooting for here in the early part of the game?
I have some Andrews no TD, and I have likely first TD. Other than that, nothing really much.
Andrews no TD? What was the price there?
Minus
200? Minus
220,
something like that?
I was using the BetStamp Pro tool for that one. It showed some good value on it, so I played it.
That's that. I mean, listen, value is value. Don't get me wrong. But that's not a bet that I would want to be cheering. That's one of those where, like, it would be a Thursday night football game, place that bet, go to the movies, and just check the final score afterwards.
Oh, no, I'm sweating this one out the entire game. So it'll be fun.
Yeah. So. Okay, lots of interesting bets in here tonight. N asks if Feinberg's going to be in the house. Of course he will be. He'll be here in the second quarter. Second quarter, I don't know if he's going to be as sauced as usual. Usually he joins us in the third. So second will be interesting here. But we're about to get going here, finally. A few more minutes. By the way, I got to say, it took me a while to get really stoked that the NFL is back. I'm just going to be honest with you people. I love the NFL. I live and breathe this league. I could use a few more weeks of summer every year. It kind of creeps up on you. It's here. And then my life is over until February, mid-February. But now that we're here, I'm very excited. However, an hour before, I turn on my TV, put in some bets, and I got the pregame show with Sims, Garrett, Rodney Harrison, Tony Dungy. Like, how are we still doing this? It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, Rodney Harrison refuses to acknowledge that the Chiefs have any chance to win the Super Bowl this year because he thinks like his Patriots teams are the best of all time. There's no hope they're the Super Bowl favorites at 5-1. Yet he believes that they have no chance whatsoever. Then we got, like, they're praising. Listen, Derrick Henry's 30 years old. He's on the downside of his career. They're talking about this guy like it's Emmitt Smith in his prime. Oh, the Ravens brought in Derrick Henry for this exact moment. And this, it's like, I can't handle this much, dude. I mean, I should have just turned it off. But had I not, I wouldn't have even realized there was a lightning strike and I would have started this show way early today. So what are you going to do? Anyways, that was the first thing that irritated me so far this year. First thing that irritated me. Literally unwatchable is absolutely correct. I'm a little scared at the amount of KC love we have in the chat. I'm a little bit scared about that. I'll be honest.
Tough, but I don't think people. Oh,
you're good.
Oh, okay. All right. I guess that was me. I know you said you were like not a fan of the pregame stuff, but I don't think people in the States get the TSN broadcast. I doubt that they do, but man, I'm so happy that the TSN pregame is back because, you know, Takia Singh is great girl, the best.
Yep.
Tons of talent.
That's my guy, Davis Sanchez. He follows me on Twitter as well. So
Davis Sanchez is a dog, but all I'll say is if you need any backup plans, Walking Bets is like built perfectly for you. So
there you go. Porn guy is back. Ben Shaw already asked to bring back the porn guy. He's here. He's already here. I don't know if you've like aged a lot in a year, Jason, where they don't know who you are anymore, but porn guy is in the house and he'll be checking in pretty regularly. I will say as the year goes on, we have some stuff planned. Some friendly competitions between me and Jason. Obviously, since I'm the pro bettor and since he's a terrible bettor, we're gonna skew it, make it a little bit harder for me in these types of competitions. But we got some stuff going on. But before kickoff here, let's bring in the one and only. He just had a bratwurst and a pretzel, probably. I would assume Suma. Well, I mean, like, this is brave of you. I know it's week 1 NFL, but it's what, 2:40 a.m. for you?
Yes, and they robbed me of like 30 minutes of sleep with the rain delay.
You got up thinking it was at 8:20.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a tough break. Real tough break. Oh, man. But you are wearing the Tetris hat again.
Oh, yes. Jason's 1-0 on his bet, but I thought today would be a better time to bring it in.
All right, we got the I thought this game was starting at 8:40. What's going on? We didn't do the anthem yet. This is too much, people. This is no. I don't want to disrespect the American national anthem. I'm not. That's not what I'm trying to do. However, you can only take so much preamble before the game.
Yes.
You can only take.
Did they show Taylor Swift already?
Yeah, I saw Taylor Swift like maybe 15 minutes before kickoff. Once they were bringing the fans back into the stadium, they showed Taylor Swift a few times, but she's in attendance. That means the Chiefs are going to win. Forget about the Lamar Jackson trends, the underdog trends, John Harbaugh underdog. You like, come on. Suma is in the chat and will be while he's with us here as well. Part of the reason that he'll be using the chat is because the German broadcast will be approximately half an hour behind the North American.
Oh man, we are doing this again.
I mean, there's no option, man. Like, we can't pause I can't just pause the game for a minute and a half. We can't live bet the game if we go on to the German time. It doesn't work. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? Oh, flyover! Look at this flyover. That's very sick. You let me know, Suma, when you see the flyover of the stadium. I'm sure that'll be coming.
I'm still at the anthem.
Yeah. Oh man, okay, so we broke down this game this morning. I assume like nothing has changed since then. There's been no injury news to talk about. It was just really like a little bit of Ravens steam, and then the line kind of trickled back the other way. So I guess we're both Chiefs fans tonight.
Yes, go Chiefs.
Still not ready to start the game. We're gonna do a Patrick Mahomes sideline interview now before we start.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
I'm watching from Germany too, and I have like 5 seconds delay. I have no clue what he's watching.
Well, I don't know. Do you have different cable providers in Germany?
I'm watching via a stream. Maybe that's the difference between him and me.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the easy way to do this, people, is I will count down once the clock starts running. We're going to get our first new kickoff in regular season this year. We'll see what happens there. But I will run down the clock. You guys can get lined up with me. Hit that play button. We'll be up on the same time as well. So that anthem looked pretty good on mute. I mean, I couldn't hear it. It did look like a killer anthem, though. The flyovers with the fireworks, I mean, the anthem could be terrible, and then that, I'm not saying it was, but that already does it. Rob Riggle hitting the KC drum. I don't know how I feel about that. I liked I like Chad Henne out on the field before the game, Mitchell Schwartz, but Rob Riggle hitting the drum could be bad. Could be bad. All right, so Baltimore's going to get the ball first in this game.
Wasn't he the guy who was at the Joey Chestnut Kobayashi show the other day?
Mm-hmm.
I think that was him.
Yeah. All right. Kickoff is coming.
Let's go, Chiefs.
Ripped through the end zone.
Yeah.
So this kickoff rule might just give everyone 5 yards if that's the way that they're going to play it.
I just want to ask, what's your sentiment right now about that?
I know that the NFL's like trying things, but I don't know. Like, I mean, if everyone's starting at the 30 instead of 25, that's going to significantly impact the total.
Yes. Yes.
All right. Play clock is at 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. All right. And we got a Derrick Henry carry up the left-hand side to start the game. Let's just get those 16 Derrick Henry carries in the first quarter. Let's just cash that one quickly. Yeah. Guys, listen, for this, everyone in the stream, we worked very hard this offseason to try to figure out a way to get a clock up on screen. We can't even, like, I can't even just film the clock that's on the screen and post it. It's a copyright violation. Like, even if we're not, there's just no way for us to do this. At some point in time, I pray we can all be on at the exact same time. Until then, I'm going to do the play clocks in the early going. That's what I'm going to do. So we got a flag, and it was one that came out like right at the start of the play. So it's either going to be like an illegal formation or a defensive offside or something. Sean Hockley game. Sean Hockley doesn't quite have the muscles his dad did. No, why are they taking this penalty? Why?
What was it?
I mean, it was a completion to Zay Flowers for 1 yard. Would have forced 3rd and 7, but they took the illegal formation to make it 2nd and 13. It was Ronnie Stanley. That's a bad sign that he started that far off the line of scrimmage.
Yes.
Oh, this had to be a broken screenplay.
One guy hogging all the bandwidth.
The comments say they never cease to amaze me, my friend. I had to lower my camera to SD today, unfortunately, because I'm running like a million tabs for live betting at the same time. These are the challenges of betting being your livelihood, plus having to do content at the same time. That's a real challenge. All right, we got a 3rd and long coming up here. 3rd and long. I didn't like that Justice Hill was already in the game for a couple plays. Wow. Hill is getting snaps. At least he's not getting rush yards. That was a big gainer out of nothing. Out of nothing.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Where's Flat Earth Truther this season? Who was that?
Yeah, remember that guy? Oh, I forgot about some of these guys. What happened to that guy? The Flat Earth guy.
I want to say that we're like very inclusive here at the Hammer, but I think we bullied him off of the platform.
Well, listen, like I'm all for a good conspiracy theory. I'll throw it right out there. I don't believe in most of these conspiracy theories, but I like to research them. I'm into that stuff. Like the Flat Earth one has been very clearly disproven many times. There should be no one on the planet that still believes in Flat Earth. Like, I don't know if you saw the documentary where the Flat Earthers tried to prove it was flat by firing that light across the water. I mean, at this point, it is just really dumb. Like that guy needed to be bullied off the platform. Oh, sir. Oh, okay. Lots of stuff going on here. That ball was batted directly up into the air. That would have been the Derrick Henry pass that the Coochie was looking for over there.
Listen, I know we got to save this one for another day, but the conspiracy talk is going to go wild. I just don't think Suma's the right guy to have it with, though.
Yeah, I went down some real dark paths when I was younger. With like Zeitgeist came out when I was young. I don't know if you guys ever watched that, but it was like, yeah. Now I don't believe that stuff, but it really got me thinking at one point or another. That was
opens up the third eye.
Yeah. All right. Big 3rd down. I'm going to spoil it for you here, Suma, but you'll see it again and you'll see the play shortly.
No problem.
By shortly, like another play behind. You can live vicariously through me on this play right now. which I would love nothing more than this to be the Chiefs defense to get off the field. Another flag right at, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. Is it offsetting flags or is it? So Lamar takes a shot to Zay Flowers downfield. Is very clearly pass interference. But there was one at the line of scrimmage as well. And you know these NFL rules, how dumb they are.
Just tell me offset.
Yeah. Fouls by both teams. Illegal formation. Just replay the down. By the way, Ronnie Stanley again for illegal formation. So that's the second time he's lined up too far off the line of scrimmage. So that tells you, it usually tells you he's pretty scared of the edge rusher on that side. When you start to see the tackles cheat a little bit. I mean, it was clearly DPI. I know someone said that it was a soft call, but it was clearly DPI.
Yeah, he basically bragged his shoulder down.
Yeah, it's it was an underthrow. God, man, it feels so good for Roger League to be back. Like just how, especially when you have a big bet on the game and your heart is pumping when you see like a deep ball through the air.
Yeah,
there's no better feeling. Well, there's a lot of better feelings, but that's a good one.
Was the Jalen Watson defending on the DPI?
It was Jalen Watson. And Zay Flowers, 20 yards over the middle. It looked like McDuffie was on him there in man coverage, and Flowers just beat him across the field. Yeah, that's a great route by Flowers. Really good route. Oof. It's kind of it's getting very quiet here with the Ravens moving the ball.
Rob, name a conspiracy theory that you agree with.
I don't want to get I don't want to get like demonetized on YouTube or anything like that. I don't want to go down that path. Oh God, man. Best shot over the middle since JFK. Too soon, man. You can never make that joke. Too soon. Oh man. It's tough.
First decent Henry run.
Yeah. I might have to crack a beer here shortly. I don't know that I'm going to make it through. The anxiety of the NFL season. This iced coffee is not helping, I'll tell you that. I need to go on the Knish diet and get off the coffee.
Is he still off of it?
He tells me he is. He is.
Good job.
Yeah. We'll see. 3rd and 1 coming up. They're going to force feed Henry, right? Like that's got to happen. Play action, it probably is a touchdown on this play, but it's going to be Derrick Henry up the middle for 0 yards and a decision to make on 4th and 1. That's going to be my guess. Oh, wow. We got 106 likes. You guys came in hot tonight. Let's get the likes up a little bit more, but also, let's get a stop here. Oh, Lamar Keeper. Smart play. Okay, red zone for the Ravens. Good looking drive so far, I will say. They did get down to 3rd and long a couple times and get the completions, but big plays on 3rd down. That's Lamar Jackson as an underdog, Suma. I don't know if you've seen the trends, my friend, but when he's a favorite,
only once.
He doesn't do this stuff. Only when he's an underdog does he do this stuff. Oh, man. This is tough.
I just want to jump in here. They're using Isaiah Likely a ton, almost as like a 3rd wide receiver this year, which we kind of, if anyone saw the team previews that we did on the channel, we talked with Ken McCusick from Film Study Ravens, and he mentioned that stuff, that they'd be running a lot of 12 personnel and almost using again Likely like a 3rd receiver. It's just interesting to see if you're in fantasy, if you're a fantasy guy or prop bets or anything like you.
You know what I don't know about you guys. Good promoter, man. Look at the company, man.
Just tried to slide it in. I just tried to slide it in.
Promoting content that was filmed like months ago that no one else is going to watch now, but you still went for it anyways. I do appreciate that.
I slid it in, but just like I'm actually though shocked at how much likely he's playing on this first drive. I'm curious if it's going to change. They sent us those signals in the offseason though by basically not signing any receivers and Henry. And
we have a first
He's also,
touchdown
like,
scorer
solid.
of the year, and it is Derrick Henry in the end zone. Who was the guy before the game that said Derrick was on? He responded to us on Twitter. He used the L word, the lock word for Derrick Henry anytime touchdown. Gets it very quickly. Very quickly. I mean,
Good opening drive. Can't argue with that.
Yeah, that was a good drive. The offensive line, I thought, on the early part of that drive really struggled, especially the first few plays of the game, but picked it up as we went on here. And that extra point is going to be good because there's from Tucker. So 7-0. We got to see a live line because I'm ready to lose more money on the Chiefs. This has to be the time to bet the Chiefs right now. Like if you did in pregame, which I did, but certainly looking to lose more on this one because Chief says dogs plus 126 Chiefs right now. Click, click, click. Got to. 1 second. I mean, we haven't even seen the Chiefs scripted plays yet. Pretty big adjustment for one possession.
It's pretty good based off of like the rest of what I'm looking at here. If you want to lock it in, just tell me, say the word and it locks into our account here on BetStamp.
Yeah, throw it in there. Throw it in there.
Half unit, full unit?
No, full unit. Full unit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just looking at what other props because the in-game experience nowadays is so good. Like relative to when I was growing up, it's absurd, man. Player to catch a pass first drive, great stuff. Plus 126 is best in market. Thank you, Cody, for pointing that out. FanDuel best price if you want to bet the Chiefs right now.
I already locked it in on our BetStamp, but FanDuel does have 50% live boost tokens. We should have used it on this. This was a mistake, and that's on me. That's on me to coordinate.
You fucked us, man.
I fucked it up. I mean,
this is what you're here for. You're supposed to remind us. We literally talked about this pre-show. You were supposed to remind us about the bet tokens. All right. Listen,
but when you hire the porn guy, you're gonna expect to get fucked. Like that's just like the way it works here. No, like
well, it's true. I like what you did there. This is very clever. Listen, plus 114 now. Look at that. I mean, there's no real closing line value in the live market, but can't say we didn't get a good bet at plus 126. Let's
just pretend there is.
Yeah. It could have been, honestly, could have been this stream moving the numbers. The nails, I know some of you guys out there. I know some of the nails. A lot of you guys are real sick. By the way, if you are real sick and you have a problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. Like, call the number. I say that in all seriousness. Kurtar used the boost token to get to plus 143 as we got the disclaimer up on screen. Perfect timing. Boost token, disclaimer, love it. Yeah. Chosen Sports, are you a flat earther? Like, it's okay to be honest, but you're making some very questionable comments in here as I go through. I need to get to the bottom of this because, listen, like the earth is not flat. I don't know what to tell people. It's very clearly not. The amount of cover up that would have to go on here. All right. We got a return, by the way, on a kickoff out to the 33.
That's
out
good.
to the 33. Yep. All right.
I saw Noah Gray got a 3-year extension. They really like that guy.
It was like 3 years, 18 million. He's making it's actually funny because he I'm Canadian. I love hockey, but like he's making more than like most good hockey players.
It's crazy.
Backup tight end. All right, there we go. First target, Rashee Rice. Let's go. Let's go. Man. This phone is very, very. I ripped a Big Mac right before I went on air, and I got a very sticky phone. And it's the Big Mac. That's what it was causing that.
I went to McDonald's like 1 week ago because I had no other choice, and man, I don't know whether it's better in Canada, but in Germany it's like the worst that you could possibly eat.
U.S. McDonald's, number one on earth. You can't beat an American McDonald's. The grease factor. Listen, when you go to McDonald's, you know what you're going for. The grease factor in the U.S. is super high. Canada's a close second, but U.S. number one. In Germany, my wife had a McDonald's burger that had like some cranberry sauce on it or something like that. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
You ever seen that?
We always have these wild promotion stuffs and stuff like that. Or during Christmas season, there is like Christmas burgers and stuff like that. Maybe she had something like that.
Very possible. It was around winter time that she was there. But I just had some McDonald's when I was in Budapest. Didn't hit as well as the American McDonald's. Big third down here, by the way. Very big third down.
It was interesting
completion that the Chiefs came out pass on both first downs. We got the completion. It's Rashee Rice. Keep going. Nice. There we go. Okay. I think we're halfway there on the Rice receiving yardage now. Oh, flag. It's got maybe a horse collar. Personal foul. Horse collar. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah,
add the yardage.
I really think Rice is gonna have a monster year, man. He's so good for this offense.
Yeah. I mean, I mentioned this pregame. I'm surprised. Like Roger League, you do anything, you get suspended. I don't know how this guy's facing like at least, I think it's 8 charges for like street racing and stuff like that. But what are you going to do, man? What are you going to do? It's
when the McRib is back, the US stock market performs above 5%.
Ooh, we got a little trickery here. Little trickery into the end zone. Let's go. We're going.
Wow.
We're here. Xavier Worthy, TD, producer Jason. Unfortunately, that's a rushing TD, but I don't know if that's.
I already lost it on the first TD. It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's true.
But I have him in fantasy. Let's go. 8 points on the board. Let's go.
Let's go. And just like that,
very my SGP.
Yes. Yeah, there you go, Suma.
We're flying out here.
All right. So at this point in time, I'm going to tell people this right now, just because at this point in time, you could hedge out on the Ravens for guaranteed money at this point, because Ravens are going to be plus money on the as an underdog now, and we got them plus 124. So if anyone wants to lock that in, go for it. I don't suggest it. I think the Chiefs are going to win, but
man, he was untouched. Wow.
Especially if you still have that profit boost token, you get an even better number.
That's true. Especially if everyone still has that because they weren't reminded to use it.
My bad. I'll be on top of that.
Yeah. I am letting it ride. I got enough on Kansas City to lose an automobile, basically, if they lose tonight. But what are you gonna do? Chiefs alt lines. I mean, listen, we got the alt line in the SGP. Suma, remind me what you did for your SGP. It was Chiefs alt line.
Chiefs minus 6.5. Worthy 100 yards plus receiving. Worthy touchdown. And Mahomes to throw 2 touchdowns.
All right. Okay. You didn't get the receiving, though. That's the problem. You got 21 rush yards there.
Yeah.
I know. It's tough. It's tough. Well, what are you going to do? Such is life. Look, came just short of 20-1.
Just short is what every girl says to me. So I got you, Suma. I got you.
Oh, it's pretty good. I don't know if Jason took comedy classes over the summer or something like that, but I don't actually remember him being funny last year. I remember him coming on the mic and me just thinking like, get off the mic, dude. Go into the background.
I've been practicing. I have a goal within the next 2 years is to go on. I don't know if you guys don't want to cross promote shows, but it's already big enough. Kill Tony. It's like a 60-second. Yeah. So you just got to go stand up, do 60 seconds, and you get basically roasted. So
yeah, you have a chance, man. You got some
listen,
material.
I don't think I do. I've ran it by some friends, and maybe I'll run it by you guys, and you guys can help me build a good comedy bit for the show. But
yeah,
I mean,
you got some self-deprecating humor like that works, but the people have to know you. Like I know you, so maybe I find it a little bit more funny, and the rest of the nails here are like, just get this guy off screen. We don't want the jokes.
Exactly. So I mean, we can workshop bits at another time. If we get another Panthers Bears Thursday night football game, maybe that's the time.
That game ended up being good, man. That game ended up being a good
Isaiah Smith, Marset, my boy.
Yeah, man, what a game that was. We hit a huge first. Well, man, no, I'm not ripping that game. It looked bad on paper, but it was very good. There's going to be some of those this year. There's going to be some of those. I'm just really hoping, fingers crossed. Somebody asked early off the top, what happened to G-Stack this year? G-Stack's still around. He's still around, but due to some complications, he's not available to us this week. But there is a chance we could get him for next Thursday's game between the Dolphins and the Bills.
Hashtag free G-Stack.
Yeah. You know, when he's back too, he gets into it. Like he thinks the Dolphins are going to win every game. I don't think I've honestly never met a bigger homer than G-Stack. It doesn't get any worse than that.
He's actually not that big of a homer anymore, because I showed him my fantasy team. I have Raheem Mostert on, and he's like, yo, I hate Mostert this year. I'm like, bro, I got a Dolphin for you. Like for you of all people, I got a Dolphin.
I think you gotta grab Tua somehow.
Tua, Mr. Turn the ball over.
Yeah. I think so Isaiah likely just hit his over on that one completion right there, because I think he was lined at 14.5. So 15-yard completion. Yeah. I mean, G-Stack had some good rants last year. I can't wait for that guy to be back. I cannot wait. Looks like my tortoise just woke up over here. He's moving around, making noise. It's up to no good.
Okay, what's going on in the chat? The Greek soccer team kidnapped him.
He told some great stories, man. Some really good stories. Yeah, that was something else. Derrick Henry for 1 yard. I think we'll be saying that a lot this year. I know he scored a touchdown already, but
take that every time today.
Yep. 3 yards per carry so far. I can't disclose that information to Ben, by the way, in the chat. Ben, I can let you know.
I don't have pace metrics, but it feels like the Ravens are playing a lot faster than they were last year, just when they're snapping the ball, stuff like that.
I've not looked at this, but you could be right.
I could very well be wrong. Please.
Well, I mean, they just bled the play clock down to 1 second, so I think it's yeah. I feel like they're getting to the line a little bit earlier.
Okay,
that's what I feel like. That's a third target for Zay Flowers there, so it's gonna be 3rd and 6. So far, the Ravens are 3 for 3 on 3rd down on that first drive. Now we got to see if the Chiefs can get off the field, because this was big for them last year in the playoff game.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ravens are getting to the line quickly. I don't know that they're running plays quickly. More so, it seems just like they're getting to the line quickly. That was a false start on the right tackle. But either way, we're good. Okay. What a great tackle that was. Open field, one-on-one. Looked like Reed, I think. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That was
big tackle. Love that. You'd love to see it. Jason, what's the live market here?
The energy.
If we got it, well, probably wait till after the punt. We'll see how. Oh, it's still up right now. Yeah, Chiefs up to -196 live, -3. They're favored more than pregame now. God, I love betting, man. Oh, I love betting. So what a
Man, that was a good one.
that was pretty good. All right, commercial break. 7-all. Good stop there. Good stand, defensive stand. Spags
Yes.
got it right.
Now
Spags
give me
got
that touchdown, baby.
The Chiefs
I
just
would
had
not-
DBs. Yeah, go ahead.
I would
I'm just
not
reading
hate like an 80-yard touchdown bomb to Xavier Worthy right now.
Listen, for your, I wouldn't hate it. I'll take any Chiefs points, but if we can make that Justin Watson instead, it would go a long way for me. It would go a long way. I'm looking for a Justin Watson bomb TD today. That would be very helpful. Oh, look at this.
If we want to use that token, Rob, you let me know. Not saying that we should bet this, but
So to score 2+ touchdowns, he's already scored one.
He's already scored one. Yeah. Yeah.
So we're
it'd be
looking for
score another touchdown.
Well,
Could
I
also
can't say
take
I
a look-
love that. I can't
Yeah,
say I
fair
love
enough.
it. But that's not bad. I like where you're thinking because you want to use this on like some sort of long shot, right?
Absolutely. Listen, I just have ideas, not saying they're good. So
No, I
You
like
shoot
when
the
people
gun.
bring ideas to the table. I do. Because then I can shit on them. I can shit on
Perfect.
those ideas. It's better than not bringing the ideas. How am I gonna dump on something if it's not brought to the table in the first place?
that's what I'm here for.
I want you to please just at least throw a couple bucks on that for yourself because I'll feel really bad if it doesn't hit. I am that guy. Like I don't want. Now
No,
I'm gonna have
I'm-
FOMO too. You're giving me
good.
FOMO.
No, I'm good. I'm not playing. I'm gonna find something better. Maybe we build something in between the first and second half. Do like a little in between SGP kind of thing.
That's
Go
not,
from
we
there.
could dump it on a Noah Gray touchdown, right? Contract guy. He's got to earn his. Got to earn that.
Can we get the
that money.
no on that? Can we just dump it on the no and just
No, we're not dumping it on the no. That'll be such a big minus too. There's no way we're doing that.
okay,
There's
all
no
right.
way.
Again, ideas guy.
Cody calling me out here. The iced coffee's not in. There's a few sips left here. I'm just trying to prolong the cracking
He's
of the
bullying
beer
you
here.
into grabbing a beer.
Well, here's the problem. This is a large iced coffee. I'm gonna crack a beer right now. I'm gonna have to piss like 100 times in the second half. There's no. I'm diabetic. I already have bad kidneys. Like bladder's a real problem. But we're cracking a beer. You ever had one of these in Germany, Suma? The old
What's
bone
that?
shaker. Bone shaker. It shakes the bones, my friend.
Is it like an IPA style?
Yeah. Oh, what a broken tackle. Damn it. I mean, I'll take it, but I didn't play Pacheco over. Damn. That was one I had on my radar. Whatever. What are you going to do? Can't win them all.
Oh, nice.
Man, Pacheco's got
Just-
some moves in the open
He
field.
looks good, and he looks like he's slightly improved his running form, where he doesn't run like a crackhead, I guess is the best way to put it.
It still looked like a crackhead.
It's still a little crackheady, but he's decreased the range of motion by like 10% on both sides. So
Yep.
Oh,
baby. Rashee Rice, baby. Let's go. That's got to be like another 20 right there. So
let's go Chiefs.
I'm not paying close enough attention. I just want to see if they're playing man here. See, like this is weird to me that why is Hamilton lined up on the outside? Like, would
Was
you
it
not
maybe
think that they
Kelce?
would put him in the slot? Yeah, it looks like it was Kelsey on the outside. I don't know. That seems really weird to me that they would not play Hamilton.
no.
If they're going to play man, play him one-on-one with Rice in the slot.
this is
It was
also another
worthy,
thing.
I guess.
Yeah.
This is another thing I was like a little worried about with the Ravens. We obviously talked about off at the defensive coordinator switch. I just think that the play sequencing from McDonald, obviously it's the same playbook, but like just the sequencing of play calling is just probably McDonald's a lot better than Orr. Like I don't know if you guys know much about Orr, but
Yeah.
Doesn't look to be too good right now.
Oh, that play. That play could have had potential. Went for nothing. All right, we're gonna get a third and long here at just inside on the other side of midfield. Just on the other side of midfield. Wow, this is also a low-key great comment. Rice playing like his prison sentence depends on it. Pretty good. Oh, okay, big third down. Come on, Patty. Come on, my homie.
I'm just watching Rob right now.
Free play. Free play. How's that not no flags?
Where did you think that? I didn't see a flag come on screen. Where did you see?
There's no flag. There's no flag right now.
Yeah.
Someone's got to tell me how this wasn't an offside or a false start. It has to be one of the two.
Suma, it's about to go for you right now. Let us know.
It rather looked like a false start.
The play should have been dead. I don't know how that play went off. Damn. It's disappointing. Collinsworth. Something about Collinsworth. He looks a little different. I can't put my finger on it this year. I don't know what it is. Well,
maybe a little bit more refreshed.
Yeah, it could be Botox on his forehead. It's very possible, and he does look a little bit. The color, the shade, he looks more tanned. Something's going on with Collinsworth. I will say, I met Collinsworth a few times. He was a very nice guy to me. Gave me the time of day. We chatted football for a while. I got nothing but respect for Collinsworth. People rag on him a lot. He's a little bit arrogant sometimes. He's got he slides in with his grin or whatever. I'm a Collinsworth guy. I'm going to just throw it right there. Just going to throw it out there. I think this is a really good pair. Tarico's also great, in my opinion. But, yeah, that was a tough play for me, man.
Speaking of commenting, do we get Tom Brady this week?
I'm so done with Brady, man.
Wow,
the guy cost me so much money in life. I can't look at him anymore. And now he doesn't even look like Tom Brady anymore. That's what weirds me out the most. Because he got so much work done. When they did the Tom Brady roast on Netflix, he didn't look like Tom Brady. He looked like a wax sculpture of Tom Brady. That was there.
Taking care of his body.
Listen, people are more than entitled to do whatever they want. You want to have plastic surgery, whatever you can do. You can do whatever you want to do. But it is something about it that irks me a little bit. I can't. It just doesn't seem like Brady.
I hope you're not watching the Cowboys game, Rob, because that's the game he's going to be on, according to Connor.
Well, so the truth is, I mean, he might be. He might. It's very. Yeah, he's announcing Browns Cowboys. I won't be watching just the Cowboys game. It'll still be red zone for me, so I'll hear some of it. But yeah. Anyway, Suma, it was great that you joined us. You look like you're about to keel over and fall asleep.
Yes, I will. I'm going to watch some of the second quarter and probably fall asleep.
Yep. Sounds like a good life, man. Too far of a punt, man. Give your guy a chance to down it. All right. Suma, everyone. Make sure you follow him on Twitter if you don't already. Peace out. Enjoy.
Have a good one.
Fabian Sommer. Live from Dusseldorf. We'll be joined momentarily by Jeff Feinberg. This is another thing that bothers me. End of quarter commercial, punt commercial. We need to, I understand the advertising money that's at play here. I'm not an idiot. I get it. We just got to be better than this. Take a longer commercial break if you have to, earlier.
Commercials provide us with a great opportunity, though. Rob, we can go take a look at the board right now. I've honed in on something that might be interesting.
You honed in
Player
on
to
the
catch a pass.
off the board numbers.
Oh, well.
Keep honing.
Next draft.
Keep honing.
Next. No.
Oh man, I'm sweating again now. Was that, by the way, that the Chiefs punter now is the Australian Ariaza, right? That guy that got cut. Take fumble. Get on it. Who's got it? Come on. Let's go. Chiefs ball, baby. All right, we're back in business. We're back. Suma's never allowed on a broadcast again. That guy's gone. Immediate first play. Works in our favor. Chris Jones. Amazing dude. Amazing dude. Take a bullet for Chris Jones. And I take a bullet for our next guest here on Forward Progress. One of my favorites. Jeffrey Feinberg. Jeffrey, how's it going?
Robert, how are you?
I'm glad you turned the mic on there. For a second, I couldn't hear. Chargers hat?
Who fumbled?
Lamar. Lamar got sacked and fumbled. He tried to make. I'm surprised he didn't get the ball. I'm surprised he didn't fall back on the ball. It looked like they were going to get it back, but I went and poured myself a water before the show. I didn't plan this, by the way, Jeff. It's just a water bottle that was gifted to me by the friends at Oakdale Golf and Country Club.
Yeah, good time, Rob.
Good people.
I know you're a busy man. I don't know if you get out anymore now that football started, but we could do it again.
Yeah, we'll play. Tuesdays and Fridays are pretty good.
I'm just going to mosey my way in there if you need.
Well, I played with Jason last time. You can't invite this guy out to your course. It was an embarrassment, man. This guy was hacking it up. Yeah, it's tough to watch.
That was genuinely the worst round of golf I've played in my entire life, and I'm not.
Yeah, everyone says that when they play with someone they never played with before, and I never play like this. I'm way better than this.
I got monster, and I forgot how to swing a club. Oh my god, I did not catch that.
Who dropped this? Pacheco,
Hands of
stone,
man.
It's too bitty. Hands of stone.
Fucking.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I don't know what I'm supposed to believe there.
About Jason? I'm telling you what I witnessed.
Yeah, I know what you witnessed, but maybe.
Listen.
When I'll play with Jason. I'll play with.
I had the yips. I had the yips. I'm not going.
When you play with a guy and they're playing bad, but you can tell that they're good because of their swing, right?
Yeah, there's a couple.
That wasn't this guy. Like he would hit his driver like 90 degrees to the. I've never seen the angles.
Don't get me started on my driver.
And he's no, normally I drive, my driver's amazing.
You can ask everyone I've golfed with. I punch that thing 250, 260 straight down the fairway. Maybe once or twice it'll hook right and it just gone. Maybe once or twice, but I had to stop hitting it. I've gone 3 times since we've gone and I haven't hit it once. So
more importantly, Rob, like the Chiefs are going to pick up chunk yards this year, and that's a problem for everyone.
Problem for the league for sure. Yes, I would love them to score it like 2nd and 20 here at the 24. I'd love for them to get in the end zone to just like ease some of the anxiety that I have right now from betting the Chiefs pregame and in game. But man,
it's like a big play or like a normal size play.
No, it's an automobile size play.
Oh, really? Eh?
Yeah. Noah Gray over the middle for looked like 10 or 11 there. So it's okay. 3rd and manageable. Okay. I'm not Jay's bringing up very bad memories. I did not botch it in the putting league. Jeff played amazing that day. I don't know what else to say.
I got
Jeff.
I almost
Jeff made way out his handicap that day. That was the biggest scam I've ever seen right there.
Good times.
Come on. Let's get in the end zone, Patty. Oh no, incomplete. Juju.
What's your number? Money line or?
We got plus 124 in game and minus 2.5 pregame.
Right.
Juju, man, like, it's a tough one. That's a tough one. Did you end up playing anything here, by the way?
Not good. I played the under.
All right. You still got time.
I didn't know what to do. I wanted to play it. I went back and forth on both teams, and then I just ended up betting a little bit on the under.
Okay, well, field goal's good.
Yeah, field goal's good.
Needed that.
Fumbles aren't. Did the Chiefs, the guy, you know how they signed that like rugby player, not the punter? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Did that guy make the team?
He got cut. I'm pretty sure
He cut. He was part of the cuts. Yeah. Is that sadden you or
no? Because he just looked like damn. Like if that like you just saw the rugby highlights, you're like, holy shit, maybe this guy's gonna be like a weapon on 3rd and short or something, like really short yardage. I was curious. I never followed up on.
You could cut clips of anyone that makes it look like they could be a weapon.
Chiefs worry. I mean, they now have speed. Everyone's could be in trouble.
James says that he's on the Jags.
Rice shouldn't be on the field, but you know the league is the league.
Well, he's on the field, and I need him to catch. I need him to catch. 16 more passing yards tonight, and I'll be in a very good mood. A very good mood.
I suspect he will do that for you, Rob.
Never say never. We can't. That's the complete wrong thing to say, by the way. This is all right. I have had half a beer and I can't speak anymore. But yeah, no, I don't like that stuff. You know, came out hot. He's got to get it. He's got to get there. He's got to get there. Oh man, how you feeling about? I'm gonna. Let's not make this Chargers radio.
No, there's nothing to talk about. Chargers are just mid-team. What do you want to know?
Did you see the Athletic? They published that graph of the fans' expectations relative to their expectation. Chargers fans were like surprisingly optimistic on that chart.
Well, they're just excited. Like Jim Harbaugh brings just like maybe. I don't think any Charger fan I've spoken to thinks we're like winning a Super Bowl.
Yeah, well,
their odds are also really high.
You've talked to all 24 of the fans, or what?
There's like they're 50-1.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just saying. I'm just telling you what I saw in the Athletic.
I think if you actually put them where, like, I think there's like 7. I looked at that chart. It seemed like there were 17 fan bases more excited than them.
Yep.
So I don't
left,
like. I
see the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I was. The Cowboys, you know, when me and Mayo talk about a golf tournament each week, we always try to identify who the forgotten elite is. Like for one and done, like who's the player that is just the elite, really high-end player no one is talking about, everyone is shitting on, no one wants a part of.
Yep.
And the Cowboys are like truly that forgotten elite. They got their problems. I don't want to bet them to win the Super Bowl. But folks, we did a 5-man team wins draft.
Yep.
Robert had the first pick, which then meant he had the ladder in 2-3. The Cowboys were still there. You did not pick them. That was messed. That's incredible value.
It's kind of balancing the fandom, like I don't want to be all in on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you had not all in. What do you mean all in this pool? I don't like. It's a stupid wins pool. But if the Cowboys at 10 or 11 in a league draft, you're not drafting them at 5, 6, or 7. Like, I don't know. I was shocked. Who'd you even draft over them?
I definitely took the Texans and maybe the Falcons afterwards. I don't actually remember. I don't like the Falcons. Like, I want to make that abundantly clear, but it's, you know, they got 6 games against the Saints, Bucks, and Panthers.
I think the Falcons will be fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe a lot of people expect them to be a lot better than fine, but fine will do them just well in that group.
Oh, Derrick Henry broke a tackle there. You don't see that all that often anymore. Big run for Henry, 6 yards.
Collinsworth spent the first quarter, you know.
These guys, these NFL guys, I thought like the pregame show was same thing. Just a big Derrick Henry circle jerk. Like Derrick Henry was a great player. He no longer is. We need to stop treating him like he is. I kind of feel the same way about Aaron Rodgers, honestly.
That'll be interesting. I'm quite bullish on the Jets. I'll drink that Kool-Aid, Rob.
Yeah.
I like all aspects, and even if Rodgers is like mediocre, slightly below mediocre, as long as he's not freaking horrible, I think Jets can be good and healthy.
Yeah.
As long as he's not slightly horrible and healthy, the Jets will be good.
I agree with that.
They win games every year with the worst one of the worst quarterback situations we've ever been forced to watch or bet on or fade, whatever you do.
Yeah.
How worried are you about their pass rush if Hassan Reddick doesn't play for them though?
That's a really weird situation.
Oh, that like he's not even talking to.
I don't. Yeah, that's one of the weirder. I don't even know what to make of it.
The Jets always have this weird stench around them every year. There's some issue, like it's just I can never get around to them.
Tim Andercust is the stench.
It doesn't. I don't know. A lot of every other situation seemed like we could see the path to where this goes. The only path to where this goes is like just being a football fan forever. Like, who actually doesn't want to get paid? Like, is this actually gonna be one of those week 8, like, got to show up to get the year in? Or is this gonna be like, how many game checks does anyone want to miss? Like, I'm shocked. And the Jets, I don't know, they're talking a tough game. It's a very awkward situation. The media's, it's weird. You're right. Maybe I don't give it enough credit, but in my mind, I'm like, I think the Jets are good enough to get a healthy body in like a month. Maybe that's like not the worst thing. They have enough depth that's healthy right now that it's like a great reinforcement coming at some point for a team I expect to be in playoff contention all year. That'd be my final thought.
I have no reason to hate the Jets, but I do for some reason. I can't put my finger on it. Like Suma's a Jets fan. I like Suma.
But they're like tortured. They're one of these tortured teams, Rob, like Lions, Browns. Like at some point, you're just like, okay, when they, good for them. They get, something nice is happening. I don't know. Bills fans, Charger fans, like we're all part of the same. Just like torture.
But it's like so many of the fan bases. Like I don't. This is going to be a decision, by the way.
Between the Chiefs and the Patriots, it's kind of like, you're right. There's not much else to have gone around. Obviously, a few teams got theirs. The Eagles, Pittsburgh scored a couple, but yeah.
Offense is staying on the field. 4th and 3 at the 50.
I don't think they actually call hut.
I hope they did. They snapped the ball.
Ooh.
Tackle him. Yes.
Oh,
let's go. By the way, Cody noticed that as well. Lamar, that 3rd down, Lamar lowered not the shoulder, like the helmet. I'm like, what are you doing, man? DB 1-on-1. I'm surprised, Jeff. I would have put my money that they didn't run a play here, and they did. Big. Sorry, not great for the under.
No, I will. Once they got past the 45, I'm like, okay,
yeah,
keep the ball another minute and let's punt.
Yeah,
punt them deep. Oh my god, it's okay. We're not. We would have been a couple minutes away from like back on a good on a fair pace.
Yeah,
after getting blown up quickly.
Yeah.
We were like 2 minutes away from being like on back to a good pace, but Chiefs are about to probably score again. I'd settle for a Chiefs field goal right now, like as an under better.
How about they just milk 9 minutes and 39 seconds and they score a touchdown as the time expires? Jason, what's a live total here? Just, I want to see how underwater Jeff is right now. I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I was a minute away of possession and a punt from being right on pace.
50.5. Okay.
Yeah,
and just under.
It's
like
midfield.
Yeah.
Rob,
yeah, you're right. You're right. If it was a punt, you're
it's
like
good.
48,
right?
Yeah.
40...
Lower, I think. It's lower. If there was a punt, you're at like 47.
Yeah, see, so there, got screwed. I really needed.
Wow, Harbaugh really fucked you, man.
No,
one Harbaugh is going to be your savior, and the other one just fucked you.
I don't know. I like the Harbaughs. I'm okay with it, but yesterday he said he doesn't know if the parachute's going to open on Sunday. Like, what am I supposed to make of that, Rob? It's like we packed it. Hope it's in there tight.
I gotta say, we're relatively the same age. I think you're a little older than me.
Yeah,
I've never seen an adult man consume as much like coach clippings, press conferences as you do. Like, I'm a Cowboys fan. I'll read articles when I'm in bed every night.
Yeah, but there's so much coverage of the Cowboys. I don't get that coverage. Like, period.
Yeah,
it doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So I just that's what it that's more of it. Like, I literally pay for The Athletic because it's the only person who covers the Chargers. I mean that.
Yeah. How accurate is this comment from Marcus, by the way? Are you a 5 milligram at a time guy?
I don't even know. I don't really do edibles.
Okay.
I eat candy.
Yeah.
I smoke weed and I eat candy.
By the way, marijuana usage legal in the province of Ontario. I must point that out as well to the audience. There are some states out there that do not allow it. We are allowed.
Yeah, no, because with the I don't know. I always feel like more secure in knowing. I don't know. The gummies, like, I don't know if I'm high enough, or then I'll take more, and then you're like so freaking out. Like,
yeah.
Like,
you could get a bad. It's not evenly distributed either. That's the problem with the gummies. You know, you might think you're taking like 8 milligrams, but really it's 12 because of the way that it's distributed. You know, it's a challenge.
But it seems good. I'm not anti any of it, I guess. But I really want to punt. Yeah. Really, outside of that first drive, both the defenses have come along. Big third down here, though.
Yeah, we
see what that live total would be with a punt right now.
This was a shit play to get the ball to Kelsey. I just want to call that out for what it is. Yeah, there's like we got to get into Kelsey's hands.
I'll tell you this. I am I guess maybe it's because the relationship when it became public last year, it was already in winter. She looked good tonight, man. Damn. She did. She looked good. And I'm a fan. Like, I'm not a hater. I don't like him because he's like an all-time great player on in a division rival. Like, I think, like, I respect him. I know how great he is, but like, I'm not here for him. But I'm a big fan of hers. I got 2 young girls, so we're big fans. We're all supporters here.
So I did check my DMs from Dan Rivera. Looked like Harbaugh said, "Do you have a play on the headset before that 4th down?" Ball was then snapped. The Ravens did not have a play.
Interesting.
Big 3rd down here for Patty. Oh, he's in trouble. Oh, he's doing the Patty stuff. Yes. Sorry, Travis.
Yeah, no, good for him.
I don't like this. I don't like what's happening here. It's bad karma for me. Oh, there you go, though. There you go. Taylor on screen.
Jeff, your eye is insane for the game. Your eye for the game is unmatched. She looks great.
I'm just saying she looked good.
Your eyes. Next time I go out, I need you to come with me. You got a good eye.
Come on, man. It's not like a hot take, but I'm saying,
no, it's not. But she looks
usually
great.
She's been a lot of the NFL games she's got like a trench winter coat on. So
yeah, she's got the jacket that
walked into the stadium like she meant it walking in there tonight.
Oh yeah. I will say, listen, I'm not huge into Taylor Swift, but I thought she looked pretty good there.
I'm a fan tonight. That's all I'll say.
Yeah.
But
yep. Yeah. Don't say what you're about to say. I could tell you something's brewing in your head there. Got to be careful here. Got to be careful. We only got 3 strikes on YouTube before the channel's gone. Got to really toe the line.
Not me. Won't be me.
No. I wonder who's going to put us off air. It's probably going to be Ganesh. I mean, at least he's not on forward progress. Forward progress should survive. We have a lot of good-hearted people on forward progress.
I think
some recreational drug talk. There's nothing worse.
Storm.
Yeah, it's nothing.
I think we'll weather the storm.
Yeah.
It felt like the quarter was flying by, then it slowed down.
Yeah. I would really like the Chiefs to cover this game. It'd be very nice if they could do that.
That Mahomes, what was it? 3rd and 12, right? 3rd and 12 when you hit Kelce.
It was, yeah.
There.
Oh, what happened there? Did Kelce just drop it? Or it looked like it maybe took like a deflection or something like that?
Might have deflected.
Big third down. Big third down incoming. Like they're right tackle for Jawan Taylor. Like this guy gets away with it a lot, man. He really does.
Yeah, wasn't the week 1 last year where it was all night in that Lions game? Okay.
Oh,
I feel like I can give up another field goal in the half and like feel good, feel okay after that quick start from a total perspective.
Yeah, you're
not
doing
really,
okay.
because I really do. That was a total. It takes 2 minutes of watching football to be like, shit, these guys convert the third downs. This isn't the under. This isn't. Whatever.
This is a bad score line for a -2.5. This is like then the Ravens score touchdown, Chiefs win 16-14. It's like it creates a lot of shit scores.
Who do these guys play next week? Not that it matters, but they get that extra rest bullshit.
Yeah, it's true. It's happened last
I guess you
year.
win the Listen, shout out to the Chiefs. You win the Super Bowl, you get extra rest like that. You got to play Thursday night to drop a banner. You get extra rest.
Chiefs host Bengals. Host the Bengals next week.
Oh, the Burrowwood nonsense. Okay.
Yeah, and the Ravens host the Raiders.
Rob, I know you said this morning you hadn't made a decision in Survivor. Have you made one yet?
So yeah, I haven't. I ordinarily
I'm with a couple buddies. We got 4 teams. We got 4 teams in the
because like the ownership percentages matter, right? They do.
Yeah. My buddy, listen, I care, but my buddies care so much. And they I just like whatever you guys want. Like, unless they're gonna do something crazy.
I mean, I'm pretty likely going Buffalo or Seattle. I'm pretty likely going one of those 2 teams.
And you just you're afraid of Cincy, you're just saving Cincy, you just hope that one is
probably half.
Can I make a dumb comment? I feel like this pool, there's so many people, there's so many guys that max, there's so many guys that are part of huge consortiums that there's really just, they're part of a lot of teams, and I don't know, just let them sort of eat themselves as they try to play the board this week and then just move on with Cincinnati.
Yeah,
I'm Cincinnati or Seattle. Seattle.
Yeah.
You said. Yeah.
So since he's like an 8-point favorite in the game, they're roughly. I mean, I don't have the. I'm gonna estimate in my head that since he's 80% to win their game, roughly. The Bills 6.5-point favorite are roughly 70% to win their game. So you have a 10% difference, but half your pool is probably going to pick Cincinnati. Whereas you're not going to get a lot of people picking the Bills or Seattle.
I guess, but people are the Bills play the Patriots twice.
Of course, people will save Buffalo for they play New England at home in week 16. Yeah. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? Yeah, in week 16. Yeah,
and can I tell you, Bo Nix is going. It's like very Mac Jones to me. Like when you see it, like what you see in this like next year and a half to me will. I don't want to say you can't grow and get better, but it's going to be like closer to his ceiling finished product. Because he's so experienced. Like he'll look fine, but I can't wait. I hope. I played some Denver alt win unders this year. As everyone as he was thinking and dunking all over the preseason and their regular win total got to nice plus money. I started to play a couple alts because I don't give a shit. It's not like a methodical smart cap. I'm a Denver hater. I hope that new coach in Seattle puts him on his ass. See what happens when he's down a score or two. Let's see like you're gonna 100 paper cuts. The 12th man down 10. Let's see it.
I like your style, Jeff. I will say, come on with this flag. I mean, I just want to watch this play again.
That was 100% a flag.
I want to watch the play again.
Okay.
It looked like a classic. It's me talking to the Beanfield rep today. Huge sales job. Let's put it that way.
Tranquil's a really good coverage backer, but he's shit versus the run. And he's going to have to play more this year because they lost
100% certain flag. Yeah, Willie Gay, Gonzo.
Yeah, Willie Gay.
Without a doubt, a major flag. Enormous flag.
I can't stand Drew Tranquil. I'm just going to put that out there.
Are there any linebackers you like?
Yeah, Junior Seau, RIP.
Yeah. Yep.
Go Trojans.
Yep.
We're back, baby.
Any living linebackers that you're a fan of?
Yeah, I like a few of them.
Okay. Yeah.
I like a few. None on the chart. Well, on the chart draft, Junior Colson.
You're a Denzel Perryman fan or what?
I was never the biggest fan of his when he was a Charger, but he can clog. He can clog. And who else did they just under the radar? Dayon Henley, but we'll see. But no, Charge linebackers actually could really suck. But no, league wide, yeah, of course I like linebackers.
Okay, I was just curious. You seem to have a lot of negative commentary towards most linebackers.
A couple. Okay, you're right. I've had a few really even going back to Donald Butler. There have been a couple guys that have left the Chargers at that position that really pissed me off more than others.
Yeah. I don't like where this drive is going, man. I don't like where this drive is going. Oh, Lamar using the legs. I mean, I do need his rushing yards, but oh boy.
We were talking about Chargers linebackers, just linebackers. So Manti Te'o, and we were talking about conspiracies earlier as well. So Manti Te'o.
I caught a bit of that. Listen, I'm with Rob. I'll give a lot of conspiracies, not even the time of day and that I'll believe them, but I'll watch your YouTube video explaining them, like your case. The flat earthers, you don't even get a chit. I do not even give them the time of day to explain their case.
Yeah.
There's just too much going on there. But a lot of them oh, yeah, you got this weird YouTube video. I'll see what that's about. But I'm not gonna jump in. I'm no
when you go to vote, there should be a preliminary screening that says, "Do you believe in flat Earth?" And if you say yes, they should just escort you out of the building. You shouldn't even have a right to vote. At that, that's how I feel about flat Earth. It's the worst of the conspiracy theories. It is so incredibly dumb.
Believable conspiracy theories for you. What is the No. Do you have a conspiracy theory for Manti Te'o? Let's tie it into sports here. Is there a Manti Te'o conspiracy theory? Or even Michael Jordan, that his dad was maybe gambling on games, which is why, or he was gambling on games, which is why you take a leave of whatever that leave. Yeah. Anyways,
there was there's a big one, which is that Cal Ripken Jr. was going to miss a game because of his Ironman streak. So they intentionally cut the power to Camden Yards because they wanted to keep the streak going. Now, there's multiple versions of that story. There's one where it's either he got caught sleeping with like Kevin Costner's wife or vice versa, and they got into a fight, and that's why he was going to miss the game. I don't know that I buy that version, but I could see that being a thing where they want to keep the Iron Man streak intact, and I could see that being one.
Who is they? Are we talking like CIA, FBI? Are we talking about
No, like the Orioles organization?
Okay.
Not the CIA, FBI. I don't know what this. No, not that. Yeah, I don't like when I see flags that I didn't see where it came from. Oh,
I love that. That's
another illegal formation. Looks like.
I love that Ripken conspiracy theory.
That's a good one. I want to look into it a little bit.
I'd actually even heard that one before.
Yeah.
The NBA is riddled with them. Obviously, the lottery, but like, forcing like the Lakers into some of those finals versus the Sacramento, awesome team, like some really sketchy shit. I don't know.
I think Ronnie Stanley's going to get investigated for point shaving in this game. He's got like I don't know how many illegal formation penalties this guy's taken, but at some point, Buddy's got to figure out how to line up in the right spot.
It is pretty weird because it's not like it's a new system. He's been there a while. I don't know what his issue is other than just trying to cheat and get a head start or something.
This is a good one, by the way. Kurt Schilling used fake blood. I could totally, knowing Kurt Schilling now, I could totally buy that those were some ketchup packs or something like that. I like probability wise, I think it's low. I think he was bleeding, but I can see it now. I could see it. I don't know about you, but
that's a great play.
Yeah.
If he's good game theory.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm going to go down a rabbit hole later on tonight. I'm going to
if the Chiefs, if you Chiefs don't win your bet, you'll be up, getting some rabbit hole.
You're probably right, Jeff. You're probably right. It makes it so much tougher to do these when I have like significant investment on the game.
Yeah, because you probably just want to be like walking around your room. Like
I would be pacing, yelling a lot more than I am.
A lot of steps. That's what I.
When Hitman comes on Hitman's not watching this right now. He couldn't be bothered to possibly watch our stream before he comes on. But when he comes on in the fourth quarter, watch how his camera is always shaking. Like his legs like, under the desk must be he's riding a bike, basically. Yeah.
Hey, listen. Do you sometimes just not even want to watch the game and just get like the final number at the end of the week? Like would that would like destroy you? Sometimes like really big bettors, and there's just so much. Not even that you have so much, but there's just a lot on the line. Like just okay, what was the number?
There's something about the NFL.
Yeah, it's the best. You said it. That ball's in the air, that feeling inside. Oh, my favorite thing.
That flag, when the flag is thrown and you have no fucking clue what it is, like you're on the knife's edge at all times. There's you know what? Max said it, like the sweat is part of the process. I couldn't have said it better myself.
One of my favorite things in like maybe in sports is legitimately the quest for just first down. Like 3 downs, maybe 4, 10 yards, like just the individual quest to get that next first down. I love nothing more than I guess they would kick this field goal. It's a problem.
Well, it's Tucker. Tucker will kick it. Yeah.
And then the Chiefs would have a full like minute 50.
Yeah. Yeah, you need
a first down
or you need a big sack on this play.
Sack would help. The big sack. I'll take the big
total 48.5 right now. You got
fine,
life,
man. Got some life after that start. Didn't look
God, I'd take a big sack right now too. Oh, come on. Oh, Lamar calling some changes at the line.
It looks
No.
like likely can't hear the play.
Okay, that was the Bateman. So we got incomplete. You know what, Jeff? Listen, it is Justin Tucker, but it's a 52-yarder at Arrowhead. It's not a gimme. I mean, it's very high likelihood he'll hit it, but it's not a gimme.
I finally got my home league to dump kickers, Rob.
I hate kickers, dude. I hate
And
kickers.
for years, I was the only guy doing it. Then last year, like 4 or 5 of my buddies, unsolicited, just like hit me up.
Yeah.
After like just being on the wrong side of the dumbest shit. Analytics like ruin fantasy kickers. And so like it's just
Oh, he missed it. He missed it, Jeff. Wide left. Tucker. It's all coming up Pizza Man tonight.
I'll give it to the just all's fine if the Chiefs just get the field goal now. But that's good.
You know you're running good though when you bet against the Ravens and Tucker misses a field goal. You know you're
What's
running.
the number now before this Chiefs drive? I get that's an obvious 3 points.
46.5.
Oh my God!
You're back in business.
Rob, I could get out if I wanted.
You could. You actually could get out. Well, I mean, let it ride. Don't pay.
No,
juice
I'm not.
again,
I'm
Jeff.
not. But
Yeah.
I'm saying like there's a moment like this is great. Now I'm. Woo.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
While we are at the commercial break, Jeffrey
6 points this quarter.
Jeffrey the Giraffe, obviously an alias, asks if we're on for Friday Night Football. We sure are. I'm doing a stream tomorrow night, Friday Night Football, Packers, Eagles. Join me again here. And tell your friends, honestly, it's early in the year. We want to grow these as much as possible this season. If you enjoy it, I'm sure your friends will enjoy it. If you don't have friends, that's fine. Don't just tell family members or something like that. And also, come in here and the nails are your friends, hopefully.
I'm just going to jump in here as well. Steven Butler, who was here last year, said, so this is where you guys went. Thought the streams were done last year. No, we're still running these this year. But if you lost us, that means you weren't subscribed. So just hit that subscribe button. Turn notifications off if you want. Like, don't turn the notifications on if you're not into our other content. Just hit the subscribe button because I personally have lost a ton of YouTube channels by not subscribing. It's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, honestly, it's a great point that Jason makes. I hate to say that, but it is a good point. Also, I will say just actually turn the notifications on. It's way easier. Listen, like nowadays you got a million notifications on your phone. What is one more? What's one more? Jeff, do you wake up with the stress that I do? Like I wake up and I have 100 notifications that came in overnight and I just need like 15 minutes in bed while I can't even see to process my day before it even starts.
I usually get rid of 98% of notifications.
I'm just going to jump in here and do a little crossover, circles off, minus EV play of the week, picking up your phone within the first 30 minutes of your day. Wake up. Yeah. Try and go no phone for 30 minutes. Go for a walk.
There's always
minus EV.
I don't know about that. I think that's really bad advice if you're gonna ask.
Honestly, it depends. I don't know.
Yeah. What is so important that you would need on your phone?
Like maybe you have older parents or something. Okay. I'm just saying there's a lot of little things
lots of stuff that could happen. Suma's awake 6 hours before me, man. So I got to make sure that when I got to know what Suma saw overnight when he was looking at the oh no, Mahomes bad. Good. Very, very bad.
Okay,
I think that was a pick. I don't know what Pat just did there, but it was not good.
My thing's delayed. I'm like a full play behind you now.
Yeah, that's tough. It's a tough break. I hope Smith dropped this. Oh, I don't think he did. I think he caught it. Oh, yeah, that's a catch. That's a catch. Roquan Smith. Can't have nice things. He got hit as he threw, and it was to Rice, too. Well, we're back in the same situation.
Yeah, pretty much. 15 seconds less on the clock. Very slow end of the quarter.
God, that was depressing.
By the time the halftime starts, geez. Yeah, I guess with the delay, it's going to be a really late game.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, it's 10 o'clock already. It's not even half time, dude.
Yeah, it's not even half time. A lot of timeouts still on the board here.
I'm in a bad mood now. I can't hide my mood at this point.
I really like this Justice Hill fella.
Oh,
When is that Donnie Mitchell supposed to be back?
That's a good question. Is he on IR?
I think he's on like that first 4 week stuff.
Yeah.
Lamar, how many rushing yards do you think Lamar's already got? I'll tell you.
He's got 57.
57.
I have him in my SGP 50 plus alternate rush yards. Unfortunately, I'm going to need Chiefs minus 6.5. And I'm going to need a lot of stuff. Let's put
Henry had 5 carries on that first drive and only has 8 now, which doesn't seem like much based on what happened in that first drive.
But with the current game state, he'll oh man, Lamar's good. He should have went out though. Yeah, Lamar's going to run for 100 tonight. Looks like.
Have you seen or felt like they noticed the fact that they lost that interior or a lot of those offensive linemen?
I noticed it in the early, like the first couple, I don't want to say drives, like sequences, I guess. But I haven't noticed it since. They have held up pretty well, I would say, since then.
All right, because there's like 30 seconds left in the half. I'm going to tell you, I'm quite sad. I'm going to, like, because the Chargers are playing at 4, I'm not going to get to watch much of your game, but mainly, like, I say that because I was really, like, just so fascinated about Brady, who I know is going to be amazing. But did you see the league won't let him in other facilities?
No, I did not.
Because he's like owns like a percentage or something of the Raiders.
I
bet
sense.
you like every other AFC West team like emailed the other teams be like, yeah, we're not like, you can't let him in the buildings. So he can't do you know how like so much through the broadcast, they're gonna be like, oh, we sat with the quarterback.
Can't do that.
Apparently he's not allowed to do that. And I don't mean even in the facilities. He's not allowed to like garner any insight into a team's operation. So the job is kind of stacked up against him in some way, because that's like that's a big hindrance. Do you know how open these quarterbacks would be with Brady on like a Saturday night like meeting? They'd tell him anything he wanted. They open up to Boomer. Of course they'd open up to Brady.
I'm done with Brady, Jeff. I mean, he'd probably be very good at the job. I'm just
and Belichick's like, he's a modern media man now. Doesn't work in one spot. He's got like 7 different gigs. I like Bill. I think he's going to be great. But let's call it for what it is. There's a high probability he's overexposed. Like it feels like he's going to be everywhere, and that's not a good thing either. But he's a sugar daddy now.
Yep.
So you do you, Bill. You do you.
Man, Isaiah Likely's getting tons of targets today.
Bro, he's the new Mark Andrews. Out with the old and with the new.
Does Andrews have a catch? Andrews doesn't have a catch.
I don't think so.
Andrews is a very like complete tight end as well.
He is in a contract year, and I think they do want to decide if maybe they keep both him and Likely or just one of them.
By the way, I thought it was possible, Rob, that never mind. Not going to talk about them. No, that the shitty other book.
Yeah.
Not FanDuel.
Trash.
The other one.
Yeah.
Like they literally, I thought like with week 1 starting, they would pay your off-season coaching bets. No. Like the team's going to actually have to kick off. If you had a coaching future, the team is actually going to have to kick off its Sunday game for that those idiots to pay.
Well, maybe we can get FanDuel to put up a market on if a coach drops dead between now and week 1.
I'm about to get arrested this weekend.
I'm sweating so hard here right now. For a second, I thought Lamar Jackson fumbled that. It was just yeah.
I got a question for both of you guys. When is your buddy Cam Stewart coming on the hammer?
Good luck with that, dude. He's being grinded so hard by Sports Grid. Guy's working 100 hours a week, man.
He's definitely not working this game because I just got a text that someone I know is in the same bar as him. So
Listen,
Oh,
he's enjoying.
really?
He's enjoying himself. Good. Damn. At Mississauga, where you have to name the
no,
bar. Don't,
in Toronto. I don't want to. He's at Dublin.
No,
don't name the bar.
Oh, whoops.
No,
I just
he's
said
not
what
a Dublin
part of
calling.
town.
No. That's not. Maybe if his girlfriend forced him to go there, but that's not a Cam Stewart spot at all.
On
He
on
would
the
not
first
go in.
football game of the year.
No. I honestly don't believe this. Get your buddy to take a picture with him. Tell
He's
your
hard-
buddy.
I tried
Tell your
to.
buddy
I
to
tried
go up to him.
He's hard to misidentify.
He's not though, because he lost a lot of weight. He doesn't look
Yeah,
like the
but
Cam
he's got
that I
a
know.
distinguished look. Like it's not like a
Yeah.
bald guy with a beard. Like that's a very common look. Like you see that guy in
Yeah.
Costco. I think I see one of my buddies like 7 times walking around Costco. But it's just that standard bald with a beard look.
Listen, unless the boys changed up the plans and didn't go to Dublin, they're somewhere downtown. I'll tell you that much. I won't
just need to
dox
see
the
it.
bar if they change the plan.
How many
Incomplete passes.
plays can they run?
Get
They
some
have no more
incomplete passes.
timeouts.
Well, Lamar's taken for. That could have been a pick by a D lineman. Should
Oh,
all.
my hair. Put it back on.
Let's get a sack. How about a sack for Jeff?
Sack for
Let's
me.
get a
For me, yeah.
sack.
Sack for Rob and Jeff. A 23.
Dude, this was a walk-in if the D lineman didn't make this play. I didn't realize how open. They brought the field goal unit off now.
A sack would be so funny.
They don't have a timeout to take, Tarico. What are you talking about, dude? They got no timeouts. Why did
They
the
got
Chiefs
no
take a
timeouts.
timeout? What are the Chiefs doing?
They're making the half slower.
It looked like Baltimore had no clue what they were doing there. Like they honestly had no idea.
A lot of flags, turnovers, delay. Yeah, this game's ending after midnight. Cool.
It's time for the Chiefs to rush 0 on this play.
I think it would work.
I agree.
Do you know who's apparently like about that? The McDonald in Seattle.
I wouldn't even bring out defensive linemen. Rush 0. I'd love to practice that play because the Ravens don't have a timeout. It's not like they can change their look. They're going to call a play. You go out and you drop everyone back into coverage.
Chiefs get the ball first, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Now they're going to bring on the field goal team.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel
good
good.
defense. Spags, you know what, Spags? Good call.
So that was a 3 field goal quarter.
Yep. Oh, he
Tucker
almost
missed
got
one.
sacked. He almost got sacked. Yeah, and Tucker missed one. Yeah.
Tucker missed.
Ravens 5.5 yards per play. Chiefs 6.7.
Jason, what's the live total here now from Fanduel?
We're going to see us. I think this has to go in first. It's going to go in, right? Tucker's not missing this one. 25? Yeah, right down the pipe.
It's in.
It's in.
3 seconds.
You remember? I long for the days where they would just let this 3 seconds run right after the field goal.
3 would be a lot, but there was a time where it would run.
It would run. Like at this point, what are we doing here? You know?
Yeah.
Going to force Mahomes to take a negative 1 yards rushing. The props markets. Look at you, Jeff. Under 46.5 minus 135. Plus EV, Jeff Feinberg right there. Can't beat that.
I did not think I was going to get here.
I'm pretty sure TA released under 23.5 first half today.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks like some people in the chat got it. I wonder if but I'm pretty sure. What a sweat that would have been. That's a real sweat.
Because that ball was hovering around midfield the whole half, and the
I know.
turnovers, and then the missed fourth down, and the missed field goal, Mahomes pick. What a quarter! Holy shit! Slow
Honestly,
as
good
fuck.
game.
Slow,
Good game.
slow.
Yeah.
Other than the speed, it was great.
Can Mahomes throw the ball 70 yards?
I was about to say, guys, the half is not done yet.
Can Mahomes throw it 70 yards?
Yeah, but
Can Rashee Rice or Xavier Worthy run the ball really fast, 70 yards? I don't know.
Can they
Definitely.
run back fast enough to tackle the guy who picks it off? That's the real question.
if you owned Worthy in
they
fantasy,
kneel.
would you like trade him tomorrow, or would you like no way? This guy's could be the Mahomes breaker.
He's not having a big enough game to trade him.
Yeah. Yeah. If he caught
Like,
that
if he went-
touchdown pass,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, because the Worthy
he
has
he has 2 touches.
yeah, he's got a reception and he's got a rushing
rush.
touchdown.
Yeah.
What's Andy Reid saying here? Yeah, it's got to take care of the ball. All right, Andy. Andy Reid, every time I see this guy, I just see prison security guard. I don't know why.
Yeah.
He looks like a prison security guard. I don't know why prison. He just does. We're going to have to take a look at the second half market here, because there is a chance I'm going to want to dip even further once we get a line. Once we get a line up here.
Reminder that we do have that 50% boost token still that we have at our disposal. Believe at the max we can use it on is, I think, $25. So
Okay.
we'll put a half quarter unit on that and then fill out whatever the rest of the bet is.
Have you been thinking about what you want to do with that?
Second half.
I poo-pooed the other one. What did I poo-poo originally for you? It was Worthy like an insane amount of yards, right? Like 100+ yards.
Yeah.
So I saved you some. So far, I've saved you some money.
You definitely
know-
saved me some money. We could
Rob,
go for
while
some.
putting some air in FanDuel's tires. Can I tell you, they're literally the only legitimate deposit match that I got this week
Bonuses are good, man.
in this regulated world. They're the only legitimate deposit match that I got. So
Well,
shout out, thank you, FanDuel.
Tomorrow's the no sweat SGP too. You think I'm not putting together an SGP tomorrow night? You got another thing coming.
Did they post the line yet?
I'm waiting to see right now. I mean, it was a fairly even half, right?
Honestly,
Baltimore
I
had
think
like a
Baltimore
million.
should be down more.
Yeah. I mean, they had all those illegal formation penalties. I
Okay.
think 4 of them. Like, Chiefs are going to be a small favorite second half. They get the ball first.
With like a half point or a point.
Yeah. Like a half point is what I would guess.
Total's gonna be probably like 46. Probably drop a half point also.
Yeah. Updated game line of like, well, what did it close out at the end of the half there? 46.5 minus 135. That'll be like the updated game line.
Yeah, 46, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe 46 and a half.
I'm just going through the drive charts here. So Baltimore went touchdown, punt, fumble, turnover on downs, missed field goal. I mean, it was the punt and the fumble back to back. Chiefs touchdown, punt, field goal, interception, end of half. It has been a pretty offensive game when you think about it from that perspective. Chiefs didn't punch in the red zone, which sucks. Both teams turned it over one time. I wonder what the time of possession has been, because it has felt like Baltimore's had the ball for most of this game. That's what it's felt like to me. All right. I need to know in the chat who's ripping a bet for second half. I don't think I'm going to like much here, but I'm curious what people's thoughts are. And again, most of you I know are already invested in Second half winner. Okay, what's the second half spread there, Jason? If that's populated, -1.5.
Well, it's bigger than I thought, but makes
Total
sense.
22.5.
Really? 20. So that's 45.5.
Yep. Yeah. Well, I don't got it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I like the real problem here is that I'm not sure I really want to triple dip on this game, if I'm being honest. Triple dip doesn't sound the greatest right now. Rashee Rice anytime touchdown +350. I could get behind that just because, I mean, what's the target share for the Chiefs tonight? He's got 5. Kelsey's got 3. Worthy 2. Pacheco 2. Juju 1. Might never see the field again. Noah Gray 1. Yeah. All right, Jason, let's find you a bet to use your token on.
All right, let's cook here. I am running into some problems right now because I am logged in on my Wi-Fi, but then also not logged in on my computer here. So
it thinks you're a
keeps
bot.
asking me. Keeps asking me.
You got to click the button to make sure that
I had to press and hold it for a minute. It was crazy.
Yeah. I mean,
you are touchdowns. I am a bit of a bot. I know. But not the good kind. Like the. What were you going to say? Something else or what?
No, it's okay. You just keep going with whatever you're going with. I was not going to say something pleasant, so we'll just leave it at that.
Rashee Rice +400. I don't hate that.
Neither do I.
And a +50% profit boost, 6-1. I mean,
yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't hate that at all. I'm gonna keep taking a look here though. Are we feeling any Isaiah Likely or Justice Hill? I feel like they're using Isaiah Likely a lot, but I feel like that might be swinging for the fences too much here. But at the same time, I think you want to kind of swing for the fences with these profit boosts, with these tokens, right?
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's the best way to use it because you don't get refunded the stake, right?
No. So Rashee Rice is a better way to use it than you think, is what you're saying.
Yes. Now, what about Mahomes 2+ passing TDs? Nah, you know what? I don't like that. On second thought, I don't like it.
We can talk through this. There's still tons of, I don't even know if that's available right now. All passing TDs. Mahomes 2+ is +300 right now.
Yeah. Oh, what about this one? Drunken Goon. This could be a good one. Chiefs second half team total. I like that.
I'm a fan of that. I'm going to go play that right now.
Yeah.
I'm playing that personally. Do we want it locked in on our account or?
You know what? Yes.
You don't want me to? Okay.
No. Just throw. I'm going to bet that right now too. For those that don't know, Drunken Goon, pretty sharp football guy. European football though.
13.5 +115. Is that with the boost he's talking about? +115 because I see it at -112 right now for unless I'm missing something here.
Oh, you're missing
Xavier Worthy is the leading rusher for the Chiefs.
Am I blind? Am I not looking in the right spot?
No, I'm going the same route as you right now.
All right, boys. Good luck in the second half.
All right, Jeff. Sorry we kept you past. I mean, usually
All
you
good.
do the third quarter and you're leaving at this time, but now you're doing the second quarter.
It was late.
Yeah.
It ended up being the same time almost with the delay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Yeah, everything's calling. It's all calling. Even the nerd ropes are calling. It's all calling there. Jay.
Did you go to this? You went to the Canadian National Exhibition this year?
Yeah, I did.
Did you get those nerd packets they were handing out?
Yeah.
Those were amazing, dude.
Yeah, those are the clusters.
The
Yeah, I got a
clusters.
bag of those too.
Oh man, I don't listen. I'm diabetic. I can't eat much of this candy anymore. But
Yeah, and I'm fat.
I never really liked nerds back in the day either. Just
No,
as
yeah,
they
these
were.
are these are potent. These are potent.
Those
like
are
nerd rope, these
nerd
gummy
clusters. I'll go
yeah.
to bat for those, man. That is a quality candy. Quality
Elite.
candy. All right,
Elite.
Jeff.
Later.
Go Chargers, buddy.
Oh, please.
Oh, man. So it looks
Have you-
like FanDuel doesn't have the 13.5, only the 12.5. So do we still like that at the minus 112?
Why don't we just bet
did.
the next touchdown score?
I mean,
Third
I'm game for
touchdown
that.
score.
That's what I
It's
wanted.
good.
That's what I
it's
wanted.
Chiefs.
Yeah. But
I
is
need
it
to see snap counts. Yep.
so here's the thing though. Is it crazy to not go with a Chief right now? I understand that they have
it's
the ball,
not, but I'm not cheering for that. Like, don't even suggest it.
Okay, sorry.
You are it is totally fine to take a Raven because it's priced that way in market.
yeah.
But what about Chiefs next touchdown score? Or sorry, third touchdown score of the game. So the next one, Noah Gray, 40-1.
I hate Noah Gray. I'll take it, but I hate Noah Gray. I have my no sweat token that did not cash. Obviously, I lost, so I'm going to throw that my no sweat on that.
If I had nothing on this game, I would take Baltimore defense third touchdown score 46-1 and throw a no sweat token on it.
Oh, yeah, I like that a lot.
KC's defense is priced to score a touchdown earlier than Baltimore's, even though Baltimore is going to get the ball. KC's going to get the ball first. Oh, man.
I've got to find this. This is like I'm scrambling all over the place. I feel like this is bad radio, but
this is a paralysis by analysis, I call this. Well, there's just a lot of options.
So I'm locking in. Yeah, we're not used to this. I like these options. So I'm locking in that 42-1 on my own personal account for a no sweat token.
I said somebody bet it from 46 to 42 just now.
All right.
The people are moving the lines, man.
Yep, not betting it anymore.
People are moving the lines. All right. Deep dive guys are on KC second half. All right.
Okay. Sounds good. I like that.
What else do we got here? Worthy anytime touchdown plus 825. All right. Oh, this is a good question, Kevin. I actually have to look into this. It's different by site. D and special teams depends on the site. I got to read the house rules.
It says just defense doesn't specify, special teams. So I'm going to assume that I'm pretty sure with FanDuel, it's the kick. If it's like a kick returner, it's the player and not the defense.
Right. We encountered this last year.
Correct. So
I just don't remember what the rule. I think we won.
I remember the rules.
Play. Yeah.
And unfortunately, FanDuel at the time wasn't anywhere close to the best price. So we did not play it at FanDuel, but I know the rules for other sports books. If you want to message me personally on Twitter, I can let you know if said sports book, well, not all of them, but which sports books.
No, don't. What are you offering to do this for? You can get a bunch of questions.
All right.
Just read the house rules, people. Read
How
the
about
house
this?
rules.
Follow me on Twitter first, and then you can DM me.
Yeah, he was trying to get a Twitter plug in there. I see what he's trying to do.
Yeah,
I was onto it.
Yeah. I'm a plug machine. I mean, wait, no, that came out way. That was actually unintentional. That was unintentional right there. I'm not even kidding. That was unintentional.
I actually don't even hate the Zay Flowers. I don't want to root for Zay Flowers anytime. Like, I'm very blinded now by my pre-game and in-game wagers on the Chiefs. I don't really have a way to work around this, and it's very hard for me to convince myself to take a valuable bet on Baltimore because I don't want to root for that. Zay Flowers had 6 targets. You know who else had 6 targets in the first half? Justice Hill.
Yeah. I do best ball drafts. I do best ball drafts with some friends. I always talk a bunch of about them with them, and I said, guys, it's full PPR. Biggest PPR scumbag this year is going to be Justice Hill. He's that last round guy. Yeah, you got to take him, and it seems to be working.
You know what's great about you, Jason? Here's what I love about you, dude. You come in after he has 6 targets in the first half. You tell us how you took him in back. None of this happens pregame ever. It's always the guy who's having the great game, was like way overperforming, and you picked him in whatever fantasy draft you're in. First and foremost, Nobody cares about the other people's fantasy drafts. Let's
It's
get that out
not-
of the way real
Wait,
quick.
wait. It's
No-
not
no
fantasy
one ever
drafts,
cares.
It's contests. It's the big
Okay.
contests.
Even then, no one
Okay,
gives a
okay.
shit. No one cares. But second of all, you got to come out with these things pregame, because it's
You want me
it's
to
like
leak?
it's pass
I can leak
posting.
my
What you're
exposure.
doing is the equivalent of pass posting. It's the guy who celebrates the win, pats himself on the back on Twitter, who never ever told anyone what they were betting. That's what you've just done right there.
Listen, when
I
we start
don't want
to
to
make
call you
best
out. You're a
ball
good guy,
content,
but like, I have to say it. I have to. I have to-
I'm pushing for best ball content next year. That's all I'll say. So then I can flag plant. I can be the one to make these claims.
All right.
Anyways.
Second half is about to kick off here.
I locked in
welcome
Rashee
in.
Rice anytime touchdown. So
You locked in Rashee Rice? Good. I like that. All right. From the Right Angle Sports YouTube channel, actually been putting out some I was going to say surprisingly good. I don't know why I was going to say that. It's actually good content. It's not surprisingly good. It's good content this year from Adam Chernoff. How's it going?
I'm doing well. What is a PPR scumbag?
Where did that come from?
I heard it as I came
Oh,
on. I've never heard that term used ever before. What is that?
it's just the guy who like PPR scammer, PPR scumbag. I don't know, just a guy who gets a lot of catches but doesn't like actually get a lot of yards or touchdowns, right? So because it's point per reception.
All
So
right.
if a guy, it's like that one Kamara game last year where he had like 13 receptions for 39 yards. That was the biggest PPR scumbag game on earth. He did nothing that game, but he got like 30 points because he got 13 receptions, and you get a full point for a reception, which is why I'm boomer. And chat can tell me if you guys play fantasy football, if you're pro PPR, anti PPR. I'm fully anti PPR. If you're half PPR, I don't give a shit. Fuck PPR.
I don't do fantasy anymore, but
I'm
I
with
like
you.
PPR. I actually like as many scoring categories as possible. I like to root for something on every play. That's who I am. I like IDP. I'm like on my own there.
So
I am. I'm not going to deny that. But
The
that's
last time I played any fantasy sports was what year did Halak play net for the Habs? What year was that?
Yaroslav
And he was
Halak.
just deadly in the playoffs.
Yeah. I remember. I mean, that's got to be 15 years ago.
I want to say it was 08, and there was a draft in Kelvington, Saskatchewan. That was $100, and it was one point per point, and that was it. And then you got a goalie. If you got to win, I think it was 2 points. And you just watched the score ticker. That's all you did, and you knew who was on everyone's team. Now it's apps and scoring and updates. I can't do it.
It's a different time. It's a different time for sure. Before we get into the second half here, I will do a clock update for the people who are in here as well. But do you have a big rooting interest in this game, Adam?
No, I don't. Do you?
Yeah, I'm very deep on the Chiefs.
Okay.
It started out as a very small. I think I messaged you early in the week saying took a small position, took a bigger position today
Kept
after
growing and
Baltimore
growing
got
and
bet.
growing.
And then we're in game on the Chiefs as well after the first Ravens drive. Let's go. Go. All right. That's the Rashee Rice over. So there we
I
go.
just saw Isaiah Pacheco get tackled, so I'm way behind. But don't spoil it at the burden of me. You have more interest here, so I will.
Are you in the US of A, or are you in Canada right now?
No, I'm in BC. But I'm on the zone.
Okay.
So I'm behind. I'm the second and 5. They're just snapping. It looks like Pacheco got hurt.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, don't stop it on my account. I will do my best to keep up here.
I wasn't going to. I'll be honest. I wasn't going
That's
to,
nice.
no matter
Well,
what.
I'm making surprisingly good content, so why help out here, right?
Yeah, you're on what we call the German Suma stream right now. Basically, you get the plays like 3 minutes after they've happened in real time. But yeah, the zone.
Well, it's like I'll react on replay here. It's like when you got the two TVs up and one's 8 seconds behind, and you're watching the replay on one eye, and you got it on the regular feed on the other eye.
I like that. All right, we're gonna be at Baltimore. Used a timeout here. I think that's what it seems like. Very confused. But Rashee Rice having himself
as
a
a
game.
Casey better, you're happy to see that, no? Just burning that timeout for absolutely no reason.
Oh yeah, of course. Love to see that. Love to see teams just waste timeouts. Love that.
Perfect. And now is my time to ask Chernoff, because I'm getting roasted in the chat right now.
Okay.
What is your morning routine like? When you wake up, do you instantly check your phone, or are you an anti-phone guy to start the day?
I've really tried not to be for as long as I can, but it's very tough because we have guys that are around the clock in Slack, and so like I'll get out of bed at 4:30, and it's like 30 messages, so it's hard not to.
You're also West Coast, so it's a little tough.
Yes, that does not do me any favors. So why? What was the debate or the?
My take is minus EV move of the week is waking up and going right on your phone instantly. It's better for your mental health if you just leave it. Listen, if you want to do a quick check,
you're just prolonging. You're prolonging. At some point, you're going to have to check your phone and realize you've got a bunch of messages. So what's the difference if you do it right when you wake up versus half an hour later?
A dopamine thing? I don't know. I've been listening to all this like Goggins-esque stuff.
Nobody does that. That's a sham. I will say though, if you just start working right away when you wake up, by the time you actually start working at the desk, you've got like 18 things on the go, and it's hard to actually make progress. So I have found that if you just push it off a little bit, you're able to mow things down quicker.
I like that.
Don't give him the time. Don't give him the time of day, Adam.
Pacheco is back.
Yes,
thankfully.
Yeah.
That's probably. I'm guessing it's a hold. I didn't see.
It was a hold.
Okay, so give me the offensive line take, because my stance on it is that fans are now, I don't want to say bitching, but I see Twitter and it's like we're going both ways, because last year everybody was begging for it to be called and now everybody hates it being called. Like, how we can't go both ways here. What's the right take?
The league will react. Like, you call it enough in the early going and it's not going to be a thing a few weeks from now. It's a pretty simple, like this illegal formation. It's pretty simple to line up on the line of scrimmage. Like,
right.
And if you're going to get 4 penalties in a game and cost your team 20 yards, then like it's on you. So I don't actually have a problem with it. I think that they have to enforce this stuff if they're really serious about it.
If it's a penalty, call it. Like, I don't know what the debate is. Last year, everybody wanted it called, and now we're the same. Like, how many times did Taylor get flagged or not flagged against Detroit? Like, it was crazy in week 1.
That was absurd last year. He's gotten away with a few false starts, I think, tonight as well.
He has.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to see a play in real time coming up now. So there's a roughing the passer that just got called on Mahomes, and Van Noy is down on the field with his helmet off as well. Something happened here, but I'm very curious as to. I feel like this was a very weak call when I was watching the play in real time.
My gut just said that it was late, but let's see. Okay. I just saw it real time.
Yeah. But it's a TV timeout anyway, so we'll get some replays. Kyle Van Noy injured on the play. And I would love for the Chiefs to actually punch one in here in the red zone for once. That would be very nice.
That to be a Pacheco touchdown.
I'll take it anyway. Anyway that we want to do it. But it looks like he got high load on that one. Mahomes. Dangerous play.
So the Chiefs were the 13th most penalized team last year. So I think the Chiefs get everything is kind of
that's a joke, right? Yes. Like I do. Good quarterbacks tend to get a little bit more of the benefit of the doubt, but there's lots of data that suggests the Chiefs are actually hurt more by penalties than they works in their favor. So I
completely agree.
Yeah.
Have you been in on the Arrowhead night game stuff?
No, I would actually love to hear this. I maybe I remember this from last year a little. It's totals under, right?
Arrowhead it's an old stats by Lopez thing because of the Tyreek Hill interview. So there's been more dropped balls at Arrowhead during night games than any other stadium in the league at any other time in any other situation. So it's like the worst environment in all of football for catching passes is Arrowhead at night. And I wouldn't call this last one a drop, but there's been 3 drops, and it's because of the red on the boards and then in the stands and how it blends with the football plus the lights. And it, like, receivers talk about it, and it's like wildly disproportionate to other stadiums and times of the year.
See, like my first thought, I do remember this from last year. It was a thing for a little bit. My first thought was to dismiss it, but when Michael Lopez is backing it, that guy is. You can't. You gotta take
made
notice.
A chart. I mean, he makes a chart. You can't debate it.
You cannot debate it. Yeah, I tried to DM him on Twitter because I have a general idea of what I think that the kickoffs are going to be worth to the totals this year, or the change in that rule. I tried to get like a little bit out of him, and he wasn't budging. I told him like my value, and he's like, that seems roughly appropriate. Like he was really trying not to give me much. But
the amount of pushback that I've got for being associated with betting this summer and into this season is more than every other year combined.
Yeah.
There's a big shift in who's willing to say what.
I can see why that's the case. Oh, yes. Noah Gray's down to the 1.5 yard line here.
That was so close.
Had he got into we talked at the halftime about betting Noah Gray.
Chance for Pacheco, maybe.
Chance for Pacheco. But if Noah Gray went in there at 40-1 and I didn't bet him for next touchdown, we could have just ended the stream right now. I would have been livid.
I think Connor in the chat is on the Pacheco sweat here. So hopefully.
Okay. 2 yard line Pacheco territory.
I also love that you brought up the conspiracy about the Arrowhead lights, because the theme of the night has been conspiracy theories. So.
It's not a conspiracy. It's the truth.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's what a lot of conspiracy theorists say.
This is close.
Is he in?
I think, yeah, he's in. He got
Was
the
it
second
Pacheco?
push. He got the second push. Pacheco.
I'm shocked they didn't blow that bet, but yeah.
Honestly, don't know. Forward progress really seemed like it was stopped for about 5 seconds there, but they signaled a touchdown, so we're good.
Can't review the whistle.
Cannot. He's in now. He might have got in on the first push. It was close.
He was not. I don't think he was. Oh my God. How did they not blow this? Oh my God.
Well, you know what?
I'm seeing it now. Wow, that's.
Hey, you know what? You take those.
You take them, man. You
just got to remember these whenever you get the bad beat. You know,
it's true.
These are.
I'm actually going to start writing those down this year.
Season's early. Season's early.
Yeah, I'm going to carry a notebook around with me, and I'm going to have one page that's get in. I needed that extra point to get in. It was very close. I don't want a 1910 back 1917 backdoor plus 2.5. I don't need that happening in my life. But yeah, I really got to make note of the things that work in my favor. I don't do that enough.
You should throw those on X. Throw it as like your weekly goods and bads, and then see at the end of the year if we can balance the balance sheet. And then if you don't have to use a 1 on it, you can just be like, this isn't my 1 this year. It's just something that needs to be balanced. Like the gods will balance it.
When bettors say I'm using my 1 time, what lifespan does the 1 time have?
Well, it depends on desperation. Because I mean, there can be seasons where you're trying to use the 1 time like 3 times a week. But yeah, I think it's really overused.
Yeah, like
it should be like timeouts in a football game. You get X per season, and that's it.
Yeah, like a lot of people in the chat are saying like once a season, you get 1 per year. I use my 1 time probably once a month. I'll be honest with that. Like I say once a month, I'll sit in front of the TV watching a play, and I'll say like 1 time. I'm using my 1 time. Once a season is not enough.
What I've started doing in primetime games, if it's close, like or even if it's like when the 1 p.m. starts go long and you have 1 game left and it's the one that bleeds over.
Yeah.
So it's the only one you're watching on like the final, like I think back to like Houston Indy last year on the final drive. Indy needed to score. I needed them. I'll like change the channel and leave the room for 2 minutes. Right. And then come back just to see what the fate was. I've started doing that to limit some of the blows on some of these close ones. I don't know if that's going too far and is a little bit crazy and out there, but some of these sweats are getting pretty bad. It's
not crazy. Everyone sweats in their own way. I suffer. I do maximum suffering.
It's rewarding when you get it though. Like it feels amazing when it works out and you're just walking a little taller and it's awesome and it's worth it. But some of the sweats are bad.
Like this is a live watch along, but it's not a true live watch along. People don't see me Like if we just put a camera in my basement on an NFL Sunday, people would see stuff that they would never ever expect. Like I'm on my knees for at least 20 minutes of the 1 o'clock slate.
You ever do the lean over the ottoman once you get off of the couch and fall forward in front of the TV? I've been there.
I slap the floor a lot, which is really weird. I rotate where I'm sitting and like go back to the seat that was working for me.
On the couch, you have to sit in that same spot because if you go to the other, it's trouble.
Right. And
or you flip it up if it's going bad.
This is really sad. I hate to admit this, but like sometimes I'll send my dog upstairs if things are going bad. Like I blame it on him almost, which is fine. Like I'm not
okay.
You know, he's got a nice bed upstairs or whatever, but I'll be like, Pasquale, like go upstairs for a little bit. You know, if that doesn't turn the tide, I call him back down. But
yeah,
I got to do whatever it takes. And I'm a highly analytical person, but I'm also superstitious, which doesn't seem like it should. You know, they seem mutually exclusive, and they are not. They are not.
It's the hardest part of it.
I am pretty jealous of you right now because 7:41 p.m. your time. You probably just had some dinner at the half, feeling good now. I'm like, it's 10:41 Eastern time. Like this game's gonna end at 12:30 in the morning. I'm exhausted already.
It's a blessing to be in Pacific time. There's no question. I didn't realize how valuable it was till last year when we came here, but it's a big difference. I couldn't do East Coast. It'd be too much.
See, I beg to differ. I think for the standalone games, I agree. I could not deal with Sunday NFL starting at 10 a.m. I could not.
Well,
because I value my Saturday nights.
You know, it's worse. When I was with Covers, they were in Halifax, and we would have like watch parties for primetime games. It would kick off at like 9:30 p.m. Right? We'd be leaving the office at 2 a.m. and you're like, "What is that?" I've had one beer and been social. It's 2 a.m. We got to get up and work at 7. Like, what is this?
I used to have those same trips because of consulting for Oddshark back in the day.
Right.
Right across the street from the Covers office.
Same thing. It's the worst time zone on earth, Atlantic time. I don't know how anyone is a sports fan in that.
No, I couldn't do it. I mean, imagine being Suma, living in Germany, 6-hour difference, trying to watch NFL. Oh, that's a big third down conversion. Man, Justice Hill is like wide open on these third downs pretty regularly.
The one benefit that Suma has, a lot of benefits of living in Europe, I guess, but if you his games kick off on the early slate on Sunday at 7 p.m. local time.
Yeah.
So you're awake and fine for those. It's like a primetime game.
Yep.
I mean, even the afternoon games, it's just like a late night. I don't know if he stays up for every primetime game or he wakes up, but you get your full weekend in if you have family, kids, whatever. Like you don't blow weekends.
That's a good point.
Like
look at you, man. You're a glass half full guy. You're a glass half full guy.
The good thing is he doesn't, like, realistically, if he's up from midnight to 7 a.m. Eastern time, because that's his day, he's not missing anything betting wise.
Right.
Nothing's moving. Nothing's going crazy. He can kind of have a stress-free day.
I never, I don't know if Jonas Weiss is a real person or not.
Good call on the pronunciation there.
I think that's correct. Jonas or Jonas? Definitely Weiss, I would say.
So I wish, you know what gives me annoyance with the next gen stuff is you don't have any stats on what's going on in the box during the game. It seems like something they could easily measure and produce.
Yep.
Because I watched Baltimore do what the game plan everyone expected them to employ in the championship game was on the opening drive.
Yep.
Tons of 2 tight ends. Ricard was all over the place. They were running it. And then they went 4 drives where it was like 12 passes, 4 runs. And I want to criticize Monken and Harbaugh, but how much of that was perhaps the Chiefs just sinking 7-8 guys in the box and stacking it? Like, I don't know. I have to do a takeaway video after this, but I don't know what to say for that because somehow we don't have that measured.
Oh, deep shot. Oh, man. Should have been picked. That was likely as the receiver, by the way, like 40 yards downfield. Very unusual.
They're using him as a third wide receiver. They're not even
Kind of
using him.
Kincaid-ish.
Yeah. Kincaid-esque. Yeah, I would agree.
He smoked him though. If that was just a better listen, I love Lamar, but if that was a better placed ball.
Well, it was also that the ball wasn't thrown at the right time. Like the DB caught up
earlier.
I'm seeing it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, too late.
Maybe the Chiefs can get off the field on a 3rd and long for once. Come on, Spags.
You almost went into the one time there, Rob.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Great defense.
I mean,
Was
Flower
it a drop?
It was not a drop. It was good
great
D.
defensive play.
Watson was stuck with Zay Flowers down the sideline there. Made a good play.
So for the one times, if you lose your one time, is it like a no sweat?
No sweat
No,
bet?
it's like
One
a
time
challenge
token?
where if you get it, it carries over and you get another one.
Or is it
No.
if you
I think
lose
it's the
does it
opposite.
carry over? Like,
Opposite.
if you
should
lose,
be.
you get another one time. So
Yeah.
you get a
If you use your one
recon.
time, Adam, and it wins, you've used it.
you used it, it's done.
No, I don't agree with that. It's still in the
If you
chamber
use-
to fire because otherwise you're just using one time every time. And when is the actual one time if it works?
No, we need to put this to a poll. I don't believe this to be. If you use the one time and it wins, you can't use it again. But if it loses, you can keep using it until it wins. I think that's the universal definition of the one time in sports betting.
Well, then it just sounds like several times. There's nothing one time about it.
Listen, you make more sense, but I feel like the other option, the one that Rob's talking about, is just right. It just feels right internally. Yours is like my brain makes sense in my brain, but in the heart.
Well, but in Adam's scenario, you could use your one time and never win. If it loses, it's done. It's gone, and you never used your one time to fulfill a victory.
But it's only one time is what the point is. So if you win with it, that's good. If it's bad, you wasted the one time.
I understand your point of view. I don't agree with it, but I understand it.
Because at the core of this, you want to exchange your one time for a positive result.
Yeah. So if you get a negative result,
willing to give up the one time when they use it if it means they win.
But the problem is it's not really a true one time. It's not. We've already established this. You use it multiple times over the course of the season. You just say one time. It doesn't feel right to me that you could use a one time and never win. Like
so
your one
Ace from Space brings up a point about poker, and I was going to go back to that. So at the Deerfoot Inn in Calgary, Alberta, at like bizarre hours of the night, they had 24-hour poker. And the biggest experience with one time is you get the guys grinding out 1-2 no limit at like 4 a.m. on a Wednesday. And every third hand, they're standing up on the rail, tapping it and doing whatever they're doing behind the chair, shouting out their one time on the river. Like when does it end? And even when it wins, they still do it when they need the card to come their way. So it's too far.
We got clueless better here. If you take a mulligan in golf and it's worse, then you've used your mulligan. So it seems like he's agreeing with you in this scenario. I don't take mulligans in golf, so it doesn't really apply to me. I want to keep track of my proper handicap. Jason, who I played with a few weeks back, he needed a lot of mulligans.
I need
Actually,
a lot of
true story. He needed a lot.
I have a scenario here. What if you use a mulligan on a par 3 and then you end up getting a hole in one?
Stop. No.
Then it's a nice par.
Is it a good par, or is it? Do you just not tell anyone you know about the mulligan and say you got a hole in one?
It is a one time. The Quez knows the Quez knows the Deerfoot Casino. He probably knows Cash Casino too with the bad black carpet. Nothing like a black carpet in a casino that you're looking down at on like a Tuesday at 2 a.m. to remind you of all the mistakes you've made in life.
2 a.m.
Well, they
way later than that.
2.
Way later than that, Adam.
I wish they close at 2.
They sent. I was at the Circa Casino till like 5 a.m. They sent the vacuum cleaners over to vacuum behind me.
Do you remember that one night we played with that blackjack dealer did us no favors whatsoever, and I think that was like a 5-6 a.m.er.
I do clearly remember. Eric Eager was in town that time. I think we were with my betting partners, or at least one of them. Yeah, that was a rough one. We got
Like I didn't even feel bad because it was like that Family Guy clip where it's like, you want to pick a team? No, just every hand lost. There was no winning. There was no joy. And it was like, okay, that's over. What now? There was no
joy.
hope at all.
It was a very joyless blackjack session for sure.
Just
very
horrible.
Joyless. Third down here for the Chiefs. Third and short. Okay, we got it. Kelsey wide open.
Someone in the chat is asking about Eric Eager. He is with the Panthers organization right now. So no,
I am terrified to text him. I've just stopped.
I know, right?
No, I listen. I treat. Obviously, he respects his job a lot. I told him right when he got the job, congratulations. I'll never put you in a tough position with I wouldn't do that. But I have a strong rooting interest for the Panthers now.
100%.
I really want the Panthers to do well.
I don't have an NFL team, so the Panthers are currently my team.
Well, you have a jersey for every team, right?
That's why I don't have.
You always have a fucking jersey for every game we have.
That's a tough way to live.
Yeah,
it's a tough way to live.
Yeah.
No team,
no team, but support teams. Mm-hmm. No team is fine. Like wear the shield.
Yeah.
It's tough to like just jump supporting teams in spots.
Well, it's not like I don't get the jerseys to support teams. I more so get the jerseys to support players or players I like, or just
that's his best ball players that he gives out after the fact. Yeah, third quarter of every game, he talks about the player he's supporting that happened to go off in the game. You know,
listen, I follow a team. There's only one team. It's a hockey team. They play blue and white. And they play in Toronto. I have only that much bandwidth to deal with that. Like I can't.
How old are you? Can I ask?
27.
Okay, because I played the first time I've had any conversation with somebody under the age of probably 17 and. Since I was that young, I got paired with a single on a golf course to play 9 last week and just went around 9. And he was talking about how he has no teams, has no rooting interest in like supporting a franchise, but like actively roots for like several different players and like has their gear and has their stuff. And if I would have done that growing up, I would have got beaten up every day at recess because it's like you can't. It's like the worst thing you can do. But it seems like that's a very normal modern thing.
I think it is, and it's also I think with betting, I don't want to like have to root against my favorite team if I'm betting on a game.
Sure,
right?
I get it.
Sure, let's call this out for what it is, man. These Gen Zs, they don't know what they're. These guys go to play golf and they wear their socks up to their knees. You seen these guys on the golf course?
Yes.
I don't know what it is with this Gen Z trend, but
But you're a high sock guy, are you not?
I'm getting like
plus EV analytics. Matt Buckhalter, he's a high sock guy. It's very embarrassing. Look, yeah, like I wear only ankle socks, like period.
He's got kind of like a Matt Kuchar style to him, like wardrobe wise.
Well, I thought you were gonna say like cheap in the he doesn't tip his caddy.
I've not seen him in a caddy tipping scenario, but very good guy.
Lots of people asking about Eric Eager in particular. So Eric's not back this year on Forward Progress. He is the VP of analytics for the Carolina Panthers now. So he stepped into a pretty hefty front office role. And wish him the best because he's a great dude. And I do think they're going to turn it around. I really do. I really do.
I'm with you on that one.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
We got 1st and 10 at the Baltimore 45 right now.
That was Pirine again.
Well, if you were wondering if it was Carson Steele just did get a carry right there.
I feel like I ask this every year, and I feel like we don't have access to this, but live snap counts, because I feel like right now Steele is out snapping Samaje Pirine. That might be.
It's got to be close.
Do you have a good source for live snap counts, Adam?
No, not. No. They used to have a bunch on Next Gen, but now you can't even get like the game box score, so it's tough. Yeah, Football guys the day after, but in game it's brutal.
Mm-hmm.
I usually just end up searching on like Twitter Postgame, and like some random reporter will have it. I don't know what the benefit of that is, but they love to do it.
Interesting.
Playing really soft here. I don't know why. Oh,
throw away on 2nd down. While we're at it here. Just because people are asking, G-Stack George is still with Forward Progress. He's just unavailable to start the season for us, but he's going to be back in the fold. We're hoping to have him back for Thursday Night Football next week because the Dolphins play. It's not a guarantee, but we're targeting the return of G-Stack or G-String, as we do call him here on the watch-alongs, Thursday Night Football next week.
Return of the stack. Eric Churn is in the chat again, by the way. He's back. No picture this time, but
Eric, no, it's not the same person.
Not the same person? Different
No,
person.
P. Ryan. Well, I mean, it's not a great throw either. It was
3rd and 5 drop, or what happened?
Yeah, wide open. I think you can blame. There's a little bit of both.
Arrowhead at
Mahomes
night.
let him.
Weird things happen.
Hmm.
Where was
Do
the
I have-
pass targeted? Like chest? I'm gonna see it. Why am I asking?
Yeah, it's out in front of him. I just thought he could have went with 2 hands instead of 1. It's not. Wasn't a great play.
Let's see.
No, I don't want to do this to him, but Jeff's under is sitting so pretty right now. It's crazy.
That's just a terrible thing to say on someone like that.
No,
Why
I'm
would you do
just-
that?
I'm just
bad.
saying it's 45.5 juice towards the end. It's good. Like it's
Let the man sweat in peace. Okay, I've got a bunch of takes on the game so far. You tell me
There-
without a line what's real and what I'm missing.
Before I'll let you do that in 1
Yeah,
second.
I was
There's
like-
no way this is not a touchback. I don't know what these. He ran like 2 yards into the end zone. I don't know what they think they're doing here. Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Adam. Sorry about that.
Skinny Lamar is back, and the mobility is going to be a big deal all season because of it. Like I feel like he lost the weight to navigate this offensive line and the struggles.
I would agree. So I don't know if you caught the play. I want to say it was near the end of the second quarter where he ran out to the right, and instead of going out of bounds, he like lowered his helmet
Lowered
and
the
shoulder.
left shoulder, the
Yeah.
non-throwing one. Yeah,
But even then, like I don't know what the hell. Like he's gonna get hurt if he does stuff like that. He looks like peak Lamar in terms of speed and elusiveness. He's just got to be smart about not doing stuff like that.
okay. I feel like that punt might come back to play an impact here. Other ones I have. So the illegal formation stuff, if that's legitimately called everywhere across the league and becomes a problem, they run the play clock after it. And so in the first half, the Ravens' pace of play was like 40 seconds per snap, which is impossible, but they were getting an extra 25 seconds on all of those. They had like, it was like 4.5 minutes of runoff, not 3.5 minutes of runoff because of those penalties. So if that happens league wide, which I don't know if it will or not, like this game seems like a wake-up call, but that was crazy slow in the first half.
Yes. So what I have noticed tends to happen with the whenever they like put an impact on calling something or the game is officiated differently, it tends to take, and I'm just speaking out of my ass here, but it tends to take like a month or so before everyone adapts. And then I feel like it corrects very quickly again. So what I would imagine is you'll see the next few weeks, if this is a thing for all of week 1, totals will get bet down in week 2 and 3. But then at some point,
It'll
the factor will be non-existent and it'll flip and it'll go back to the over.
Yep. Chiefs defensive backs are just as good as they were last year, maybe better in coverage. Like it's been pretty suffocating.
They've looked good tonight. They haven't really. I will say there were some times where definitely Zay Flowers was running free on a couple plays, and that was against McDuffie. It wasn't who's the stronger corner. Jury's still out because I don't like the Ravens receiving core here all that much. Rashad Bateman hasn't been targeted at all today. Aguilar hasn't been targeted. They don't really have much. So jury's still out on that one.
The interesting thing with Bateman, I did a thing with a Ravens scout, and he said that he doesn't like Bateman because all of Bateman's routes are based off of timing, and when the timing is disrupted, he becomes irrelevant. And like we've seen the right side of the Ravens O-line just get beat up all night. And if that timing's off, we see Bateman gets erased. And so if that's something all season, like this hype for Bateman's been wild all preseason, and I don't know how many people are fully believing it, but it's out there. And so that's an interesting quirk prop wise.
So Hitman's on with us in the fourth quarter. I know he played Bateman overs early when they got posted. I played the unders today. I'm not buying the Bateman hype. I mean, still plenty of time to go, and it's a low number. It's like 30 and a half is what it was. And Bateman just caught a ball for 50 and right over the middle. So you know what?
Great
Maybe it's time to cut it. Yeah, one catch, 15 yards. But I'm not a true believer in that. I think a lot of the I like to fade a lot of the preseason noise. Let's put it that way.
Sure. And then the other one, I had Baltimore down for one blitz in the first half. And I don't know, like, I know they were picking on Roquan Smith, and that could have changed things and how it switched up. I don't know what that looks like, but that's quite different.
Agreed. Very different.
And so I have no idea what to think about that going forward and what that does to this defense.
I have a general opinion on every team going into the year. Some I feel more conviction on than others. And I'm not one that's going to get too impacted by week one. I've made that mistake a lot in years past. I'm trying not to. I'm not like a trust my priors guy till week 8 or anything like that, but I'm not going to move all that much off of the one game because honestly, Adam, you were one of the first people on the scene. Handicappers always know about this, but you kind of brought it to the forefront when you used to talk about the ranges that teams have on any given day. We have no idea, especially in week 1, if a team's playing at their top end or bottom end of their range. Like this could be an A+ game for Kansas City, and we don't know. It could be a D game for the Ravens, and we don't know. Yep. It's too early for me to really start moving off of that one. So, I'll give it a little bit more time.
The hard thing with that too is like there's so much specific extra that goes into the week 1 game plan, especially for something like this, where there is the rematch factor and like how much of what Baltimore's doing tonight is them doing it because Spags has had 3 months to anticipate what they want to do, that they're trying to counter what they want to do off of it. It's not what we're going to see in a regular week. Like it's really hard to tell.
Yep. It is. Lamar again using his legs on third down there for a big gain. So
he looks so much more willing to run than he has in recent seasons.
He definitely does. KC dropped into coverage there. It was just 4 down linemen, and once he couldn't find someone, he was gone. So that was
Kansas City. The last 2 seasons has been the worst defense in the NFL defending quarterback runs of any type. That's very much a Spags thing, and so it's almost like conceded tonight in a way.
Yeah, this is another big one, but I feel very strongly it's coming back for a hold. It looked like someone on the D-line was held there, and it is going to come back for a hold. We have you for 37 more seconds, Adam, and there's a hard-hitting question here, which is what kind of hood is Churn rocking? Looks like some soft
Hitman
ass
said
cotton.
To stay a bit because I haven't seen you guys since the draft.
Okay, will do.
It's the steady state one from Lululemon. The wife has the app. She puts them in when there's new colors, and it's just the rotation. These are in the collared shirts, but these hoodies are great. Now, nice. I will say my one gripe, I've got a melon on the shoulders here. Like it's a big head size-wise. They've made the head portion on the hoodie smaller. And so some of them don't even get over the head anymore. So these ones I'm hanging on to, thankfully, still make it.
Right.
Can I just jump in here and say that we have some merch that we have that has very big head holes for you. So like forward progress, circles off. So if you're in the chat and you have a big head like I had him here. Make sure you follow us on Twitter.
Clothes for all kinds of body types and everyone loves it. Don't hear much for the big-headed men getting shirts over their heads that can't fit. We need some awareness, some representation.
We tested on you, which was awesome. I appreciate you doing that.
Yes.
Dylan says the tags are too long, but it's probably the only company that I've ever bought clothes from where the tags do not rip the shirt. Like they're the easiest tear-off tags ever.
The little things in life, Adam. The little things, man. Easiest tear-off tags.
It makes a difference.
Yep, I agree with you.
Let's get Hitman in here.
Let's get him in here because we got a live sweat head. Actually, we could both win. We could both win as Hitman joins us here now.
What's the opposing? Oh, well, yeah,
It's
Bateman
Bateman. It's the
Yeah.
Bateman. So Bateman got 15-yard catch right now, and I think Hitman. You correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you have over 26.5, and I have under 30.5. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I have like 26.5, 27.5. But you know what? I'm having such a good day. I'll let you get one. I'll let you get one tonight. It's been a great night. We are back. None of these picks were given out on Forward Progress, meaning that I won.
You went Vikings on the show, right?
That's this week's loser. Correct.
I'm opposite you there, so perhaps.
Wow. Just opposites all around tonight.
Well, no, I don't love being opposite, but
Didn't you say that you thought Minnesota was extremely undervalued going into the season?
I do, but I don't think it's enough. I'm a sucker for the Dayball taking over play calling angle. Like he's putting it all on him for 1 week. I'll bite.
Well, I guess you better bet the Giants season wins over then.
No, I'm not going that far, but I'm just.
He's going to be calling plays the whole year.
Week one,
well, he could be fired by week 5.
So pushes it out a little bit. I can't say no.
Do you not? So serious question. Do you not think that creates value on Dayball first coach fired? He's now putting extra responsibility on himself. They come out of the gate and they have a terrible start to the year.
Probably, but the question is how the Jones contract is so weird with the injury clause that he can kind of just I don't know how the organization handles that, because if he's pushing it, but then you end up benching Jones, but then there's the price tag you have to pay, it's weird. So I feel like that gets him an extra little bit of time.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Yeah,
but is that a Bon Jovi shirt or like a novelty shirt you got somewhere?
Cactus
Jack.
WA.
Is that a Bon Jovi shirt? Wanted dead or alive?
I would have never seen that coming.
Yeah, producer Jason has no idea what's going on right now and doesn't know Cactus Jack.
I know Mick Foley.
Jovi.
I know who Mick Foley is. Get at it. I know Mick Foley. I'm a Mick Foley guy. Also, oh my god,
no,
dude, likely is a dog.
Wow.
Oh,
wow. Enormous improv play from Lamar.
Before I head out here, hey man, turn off your ringer.
I'm just coming out of commercial, so
Turn
it seems
off
like
what?
something good's happening here.
Your ringer, your phone ringer.
Oh.
Just put it on vibrate.
Well, there's a joke to be made there as well. I won't go there, but yes. Okay. That happened.
I'm watching Lamar scramble.
Yeah, we're gonna have to sync this up as usual.
Yes, we will. We will.
Oh wow!
How far ahead am I?
Well, he just scored on my feed.
I'll tell you when they kick the extra point. When the ball leaves his foot. Now.
Okay, we're synced now. All right. Wow. Now I got to sweat.
Someone
I didn't
in the
want
chat was asking why Lamar's MVP. That's right there. Why?
Yeah. I mean, I never understand the Lamar haters. I really don't. I don't get it. Like
is it because it looks weird at times? Like it looks different. Like just he's in the pocket. It's this little flick. It's 13 yards downfield, and then stuff like that happens, and it just seems so effortless.
I don't. That's got to be it. Honestly, I mean,
it's like the Tua stuff because he's a lefty.
Yeah. Hitman, has McCole Hardman taken a snap?
Well, whoever asked that question, he's probably in my Telegram, and he knows that we have Hardman unders. And right before the game, I said, FanDuel Sportsbook just put up McCole Hardman. Let's add even more. I like this one. Has McCole Hardman taken a snap? Rob, yes, he's taken a snap. Ask me if he's taken a snap on offense in this game.
I'm not going to ask you. It's a rhetorical question.
Well,
we don't need.
That's a no. So it's getting graded as a winner because he's played a snap, but he hasn't played offense. So, under 8.5 receiving yards for a guy going to play 0 snaps on offense. Every
you
now
won't
and
find
then a decent handicap, you know?
You will not find a better bet than that. There's no sure. Well, you know what? I'm not going to do this yet. We still got game to play.
Well,
We still got
I mean, that was almost 2 historic mushes there in about 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny when bad things are already happening in my bets.
It's going to be funny when Hardman is lined up at wideout and Hitman's using his one time in the first game of the year.
Day one.
Hitman, settle the debate. You use your one time and it wins. Do you get to keep your one time or is it gone? And secondly, if you use your one time and it loses, do you get to use a one time again? I want to hear your thoughts.
No, it's one time. That's it.
So, that's it. Well, that's not fun.
Well, what's the purpose of continuing to say it? It's one time.
Well, you've taken this very literally.
It's just
What are we talking about then?
I thought I've always been, maybe I overuse the one time for sure. I certainly do.
Correct.
There's no question about it. But I feel like if it loses, you didn't get your one time. It didn't win. So you get it again. That's how I've always interpreted this.
well, you're incorrect. So let's move on.
Like the fact that it had to carry over to get the support for that is surprising to me.
Well, I don't know. I
Nevertheless.
Yep. Nevertheless.
What's the feeling for tomorrow? Is there agreement with my over sentiment or?
I don't have anything. No, it's not I don't agree. I'm just very neutral on the game.
Yeah, I don't got any strong opinions on it either. I kind of liked Philly early in the like a month ago. I was kind of liking Philly because I'm just so high on them this season, and
I'm with you.
I don't know. I'm not anti Green Bay though either. You know, so I
Sure.
don't know. Gun to head, I lean Philly.
Yeah. I mean, Isaiah Rodgers was supposed to help at corner, not going to play. I'm not like 100% sold just yet that Quinion Mitchell and Cooper DeJean are going to like just make the secondary better immediately. They're like reliant on that. Tough game for me. I think the line is right, honestly. I just don't know how I would get involved unless there was like a 3 on the game. I'd take Green Bay.
Yeah, no, I'm those DBs being so young in that Fangio system is not a joke.
You are, Adam, you're much more in tune with news than, so this has come up a lot. Have you seen this? Packers have a 2-hour bus ride to the stadium.
I believe it with South American traffic. I mean, they can't be staying. I don't know what the logistics are for being in the city. Like that is a massive city. So I don't know.
I mean, listen, this is not like it's an international game, but it's not a huge difference in the time zones.
Right.
But correct me if I'm wrong. I think it was Matt LaFleur that had an international game where he was he talked about how his body clock was completely messed up. And I think it was a London game and he couldn't get on the London time all week. I feel like this was a thing.
Who was that? Him? I know. I remember that coming up. Like he really made a deal about it.
Yeah, the team didn't play well. I'm pretty sure they lost. He made I think it was Matt LaFleur. I'm not 100% on that. But
2022, his grumbling has merit.
Okay, so it was him.
Asked point blank about his thoughts on the trip, LaFleur said, "I'm not going to give you my honest answer. I would rather refrain."
Okay.
Huh.
There was something that week about that, and I wonder if the same shit is happening now, where he's just like not happy about having an international game, first game of the year.
The Giants won in the comeback. I do remember that comeback. Now that you say it, yes.
Yeah, I had Green Bay back.
I completely forgot about that. What a good call on that. Because, I mean, we've heard Eagles guys, the thing that's caught my eyes is some of the Eagles guys on the defense and how annoyed they are going. But now you mentioned that. That's interesting.
You can use that for the simple handicap as well. You can.
I'm going to
just
do
throw
it,
that in
and I'm
there.
going to reference you.
You don't have to credit me. I'm just trying to get the information out to as many people as possible. So it's all yours.
I will credit you. I will bring it up. That's
Get it, Mahomes.
Go, Mahomie. Let's it.
Lead hit. Lead hit.
Come on, what are we doing here? This isn't the WWE, ref.
No late hit.
What happened? It was like Hamilton pushed him like a mile out of bounds.
I thought it was Smith.
It might have been Smith. Yeah, it was Roquan Smith. You're right. Okay, no, it was Marcus Williams. Oh, this is a joke.
How is that?
Yeah. I mean, there was a little bit of he was not even on the white paint anymore when he got
was. I didn't see the slow-mo yet, but real time that looked dive-ish.
It was certainly
flipping out about.
Certainly could have been awarded an Oscar, I would say, for that effort, but
I think Isaiah Likely might be the tight end 1 now for Baltimore.
Mm-hmm. Chiefs
Andrews
always get the calls.
I know Andrews didn't practice for like weeks before this game.
He's never had a good game against the Chiefs, though. Like, he's always been defended really well by them.
How's both of your golf games right now? You guys both never post on the app we use for
no. It's not true. So I
always see Pizzola's playing from like 5,600 yards whenever.
That's not true either. Let's go, Worthy.
How many yards was that?
I don't know, but he was wide open. But there was no one within 20 yards of Worthy. I think it was 35. Is what I think they snapped from the 35.
They snapped it from the 35 or 36. Yeah,
I had 36 and a half, but I did have some live Worthy stuff once I saw his snap count.
It's a blown coverage. I mean, the corner thinks he has safety help, and he's got no one there. Just a complete blown coverage. All right, back in business of less of a sweat right now. Back in business. So Mike Durzo wants to know how your match went. I played with Mike and Adam actually together in Vegas last year.
In the hottest possible round of golf you could ever play in.
We played in hotter this year, Adam. Way hotter this year.
Come on.
I get the free golf round from Caesars every 6 months, but I always play Cascada, and Rio is the other one that they offer. I've been meaning to play there.
I think this year?
Yeah.
47 Celsius.
Yeah, that was pretty close, I'd say.
I played with Durso.
That's not great.
I went through a month phased where I was unspeakable. Like the ball just literally, I think I went 3 or 4 straight weeks where I could not get a hybrid airborne. Like 3 or 4 straight weeks. Every hybrid shot looked like a punch shot. I just could not get the ball in the air.
I'm playing. Like he's made serious progress.
Oh, he's been playing. I mean, I've seen his scores since he started. He's made huge progress, I would say.
Yeah, I'm a 12 right now, but for the amount I play, I should probably be a 9 at least. But
I am playing the best golf I've ever played right now, I will say. Pretty consistently. My handicap's coming down. But I'll tell you, on the Grint, this is the truth. I turned off live updates because I don't want my employees to see how often I golf during the day. Like they're slaving away, cutting clips and stuff like that. I don't want them to know that I'm on the course. I mean, the cat's out of the bag now, but yeah.
And me, I just have no shame. I don't care.
To be fair, though, it does it's peaceful to have the phone put away when you're playing. Like if you're on the Grint, you're on that thing every day. I know you can do the post round stuff. You always say, that's tough.
Dude, my problem is that when I play, I'm working. I am on my phone nonstop while I'm betting as much as I would be almost as when I'm in front of the computer. So,
and that's why you're not a 9.
But that's the reason I can play as much as I do also, because I'm pretty productive on the phone as well. So
it's tough.
Whatever. But yeah, I shit the bed with Durso. I'm laying him 5.5 strokes.
That was way too
What
many.
a
He was out of
robbery.
line
I
even
shot
taking that.
And I shot like 102, laying 5.5 strokes.
No, he was way out of line for taking that.
Oh my God. But then 3 weeks later, I got my shit straight. I was even after 12 and shot an 80. So you know how golf is. It's just, it depends on the day.
How much was he consuming on the course?
No comment.
Okay, so it's still like it's for him to take. It's just out of line. It's too much.
No comment. He took me to his course though, so a little bit of a. But
and
honestly,
still took that many.
Yeah, but I could.
That's bad on his part.
I was in such a bad phase at that point. Like anybody could. It doesn't matter what course I was playing at.
Yeah. I mean, I don't enjoy the competition of playing someone in golf. I just like to go out and play for my own score. I do.
So, yeah, it's
like if I was playing with you guys and another guy, okay, like maybe I'd throw something down on our total score or something like that. But I really wouldn't think about it while I was playing.
Oh,
it's like,
him? All right.
Yeah. But that's just me. Zay Flowers is like heavily involved in this offense.
I think he has like 5 targets taken away
from those illegal formations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do the Ravens have on deck?
Next week, Ravens are. I looked at this earlier. Raiders. They have the Raiders home to the Raiders, and the Chiefs are home to the Bengals.
Wow.
Yeah. Nice little setup there for Kansas City. Get the 10 days rest going into that game. The extra prep time for Andy Reid against the team that usually gives them problems.
Is Chase play this week?
He better. I bet the Bengals. So
yes,
yeah,
you did.
Better. This is the only week I submitted. Probably the only week of the year I submitted all my contest picks early.
So did I.
Yeah, I have 5 Westgate and 5 Circa, and I think I took 9 of them.
Yeah, we have 5 Circa, and we use the Chiefs in all 5 as well. I like the Chiefs
Westgate?
a lot. I don't do the Westgate.
It's a dying contest. That's what Twitter has told me.
You know what? I honestly love Jeff Benson so much as a human that I don't want to like disrespect Circa by doing the Westgate contest. I'm serious when I say that. I know how stupid it sounds, but like I feel like I would be letting him down as a
Isn't
man.
it crazy how quick that flipped?
Yeah.
I mean,
I just do these contests because I want the ring or the jacket or something. I don't even care about the money. I just want the ring, the jacket.
Yeah,
you don't care about the $6 million Survivor.
I'm not in Survivor. I'm not in Survivor.
No. Okay.
I'm in 5 millions and I'm in 5 Westgate. Oh my God, Lamar.
I donate $15,000 to Circa contests.
Yeah, no. If I was in the Survivor, I say chop after week 1.
Question: Ravens score. Do they go for 2?
I hope not.
Let's
not put those thoughts in my head, man. Please do not put those. I know they're a forward-thinking team.
Did the analytics say to go for 2?
I like the idea of going
right?
for 2. Yeah.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's just throwing
Bateman.
nothing.
Oh, maybe I needed that.
No. We don't need any Bateman. No Bateman.
I'll leave you guys after this drive. I've imposed too much on Hitman's quarter.
No, it's okay. Honestly, the less Hitman, the better it is for ratings. Usually, we just
false.
I'd tune in for Hitman. I'd support the show for that.
Okay, so there's like 250 concurrent right now. But the funny thing is that I've known Hitman for a while. He's actually a great bettor. I don't think anyone would deny that. But the people on Forward Progress think he's like Book It Trent. Like he's the mush because of all the Forward Progress picks last year. And I find that I find it so funny that no one, like, there's so many comments of like, oh, fading Hitman or whatever. It's just like,
Yeah, I mean, maybe I'm just an optimist, but I feel like most of it is like the running gag. But there's probably a few out there that are like, yeah, this guy, absolute idiot. And if you think that, just please get me some accounts, guys.
Well, the thing I think about often on
oh
YouTube
my
is,
God, is this real? Mark Andrews just caught a pass and
They gotta
like
go for it.
fell down a yard short of
They
with
gotta
no
go
one
for it.
around him. No one around him. It's
Was he
4th and 1.
tackled?
He's tackled. It's 4th and 1. There was no one near him, Adam. He just caught the ball and fell down a
I see
yard
3rd
short.
and 4 now.
Yeah.
Adam, how's your TV so slow?
I'm on the zone.
Do you guys have cable in Canada?
Well, the Sunday ticket thing is all weird, and I went digital for some reason I'm still not sure of, and so it's pretty
Let's
bad.
see. Oh my God! How do you not tackle him?
Who missed that tackle? That was tough.
Oh my God!
That was tough.
Now you guys got me nervous about them going for 2.
Oh, I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous.
I mean, have they ever done? I don't even remember. What teams have done that? I don't even remember that. Like, I can't think of
Down 10, I think it's the right move.
Yeah.
But I can't remember many specific examples of that.
Have you seen the dentures on this lady that's behind Harbaugh when they show this? I mean, the tooth to gum ratio on this woman is wild. Did you notice that?
I did. That's why I'm laughing so
Who
hard.
is that? Like,
I thought
feel
it in my head, but didn't
Man.
say it out loud. And then you said it 30
Those
seconds
things-
later.
Those things are out there.
Yeah. Oh, man. I could tell you the Carolina Panthers would go for 2 after they scored this touchdown. The Eric Eager effect. I wonder how much pull he actually has.
I mean, he was there before the draft, I think, and they took a running back with their first pick, and in the preseason game they were throwing goal line fades with the first team. And
I did notice that as well.
So-
No more goal line fade.
and Dave Canales every press conference says, "You're going to be amazed how stubborn I could be running the ball." So,
Yes, I heard that one.
I mean, are you sure about that?
I saw whose press conference did I see that it was Brian Callahan where he actually mentioned EPA.
Yeah.
Titans stock up. Just by mentioning a metric that I'm certain that at least 10 coaches in the NFL have no idea what it is.
Let's go defense right here.
3rd and 6. Big play. Take him down.
They got
You got him.
Yes. Nice.
Okay,
Now,
so
do
now
they
another
go-
decision.
do they go for
4th and
this?
4.
Gotta go for it.
I would go.
I
for
would
it.
go. I would go. I'd love
Legal
the flag.
formation.
No, you're going to decline. It is an illegal formation, by the way.
It looks like I think they're
Stanley
kicking.
again?
Yeah, they're
No,
kicking.
it's not. It's not. It's not. It was
Rashad
me see the
Bateman,
number.
your boy, the guy that's going to get a garbage time catch on the last drive.
So they went for it 4th and 3 at midfield, 2nd quarter. I forget what the score was. Probably 10-7.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're going to kick here.
I don't know. I'm happy about it
Let's go.
personally.
Let's go.
All right. It's through. 27-20. 27-20. Keeping those teasers alive for the Ravens backers.
All right. I will leave you guys to it.
All right, Adam. Appreciate
Enjoy
you
the
joining.
finish.
Nice talking to you as
Before
always,
you're
man.
out, there's an audience here that may not know your stuff, so you can go ahead and plug whatever you got going on.
RAS Picks YouTube.
There you go.
That's it.
A man of few words.
That's it.
What a
right.
sales job that was by the great Adam Chernoff. RAS Picks YouTube. Honestly, check it out. Good stuff.
Surprisingly good content.
Surprisingly good content, I would say, for sure.
Adam's content is great. Everybody
Yep.
check it out.
All right. Now we're just saying things we don't mean. All
I mean,
right. Enjoy week 1, guys.
All right,
That's
go
it.
Jets. Go Jets. Still saying things we don't mean, by the way.
There we go. See you guys.
Oh, man. Before we continue on here, just quick question. Are you doing a look-ahead show with Clive this year? Not in the exact same way that we did it last year. It was very hard, and I discussed this with Clive, but we have a football game going on in real time. It's very hard to stay focused. We're just going to do a Sunday night football watch-along, exactly like we're doing tonight. Different guests, but Clive's going to be on with me the first half of every week. So we'll watch the game. We'll talk about the day's action. We'll look at the Fanduel openers as soon as they come out as well. And we'll just have some fun with it. So not the exact same, but I will be on air for Sunday Night Football, and definitely we'll be talking through the openers when they get posted.
Did we ever find out how many yards was that Mahomes touchdown pass to Worthy? This is only something that I'd be sweating. Was it 35, 36?
Somewhere in that range. So I can go.
That's not a good enough answer, Jason. That's not a good enough answer.
I believe he was at 12.
I need the
before,
exact
and he's at 47
number.
now.
I'm looking it up. Oh
Worthy's
my God.
catches 35.
Oh,
What did you mean?
35.
Was that good or bad?
That's bad.
Oh, no.
Well, I thought you were having such a great night, man. Nothing could take you down now.
When you have as much action as me, just betting the entire board, you know,
Yep.
like a true D-gen.
No, it's not. I guess step in there. It's not degen when you're betting consistent edges. It's degen when you're just.
Yeah. I'm making it was 100% a joke. Yeah. Yeah. They at least I thought they were edges.
Well,
A lot of them played out
Speaking
that way.
speaking of jokes, Jason wants to say something.
I was just going to ask what punishment Rob should get for talking me off Xavier Worthy 2 touchdowns.
No. You had that paired with something else. No?
It was 80 plus yards.
What were the odds on that?
I don't even remember. It was like 7-1 maybe, but it was a mid game. It was like
Yeah,
at the time it was a shit bet. It was a shit bet.
You're right.
The Chiefs talked all off season about throwing deep more, and theoretically that would have been the guy.
Yeah. All that was really doing was stretching the field so Rashee Rice could catch 15 to 20 yard passes over the middle over and over. And it's a pretty good strategy if you ask me.
Hey, you know what? I just realized Baltimore only one timeout.
Correct. They blew one very early in the second half.
We basically locked in this game.
It does feel like a Andy Reid like run pass until the end of the game now though, which I'm not enamored with. Either that or like some stupid short passing stuff.
Maybe a Worthy long TD here to get me that 80. Flag.
Oh, he dropped back.
Am I ahead of you now?
Jason, you're killing me, Jason. You're killing me.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen,
I went back in time. I went back in time.
Hitman's winning all these prop bets, but he can't afford better TV. Like, what are you doing?
Well, here I did exactly. He comes in.
That? Like, what is
he's
that?
roasting
like,
Chernoff for using the digital stream, but
Dude,
our
you're
cable
behind.
up in Canada is much faster than these American channels.
I'm not even using cable. I'm still using like the internet TV crap. Like I was on the phone for 2 hours with these companies.
You know, I'm very loyal to DirecTV.
Whoa.
No free ads. You already gave Mick Foley a free ad earlier, Cactus Jack. We're not going to keep doing that stuff.
I mean,
Pay to play.
there's still no ESPN on DirecTV right now, so that's a negative ad.
Whoa, that was.
Come on, Mahomes. Run.
Okay.
Don't call holding on Rice. Please
No,
don't
no.
call holding on Rice.
No.
Please don't call holding on Rice.
That was
Late
kind of
hit.
low.
That's a late hit.
Yeah.
That's low,
It might be
too.
offsetting penalties.
That's what I think. I think Rice was holding.
It looked like a flag came out for a holding penalty on whoever that receiver was. Yes. Yeah. Just because Hitman said something good about DirecTV, I'm going to give this comment here just so that we balance it out. This guy, Mr. Q, thinks DirecTV is shit.
And the amazing thing is I'm that far behind. And as far as like pro bettors, I'd say that I'm in the top few percentile of volume I have live during NFL games. Like I play a lot of live. So you would think I would want the fastest speed possible. And instead I have the slowest speed possible. And all I've done is complain about it for years and do nothing about it. So
this Rashee Rice holding penalty, by the way, the hardest phantom hold. Yeah, it's very hard to hold when you don't even have your hands like he's had his hands up.
Hamilton also kind of gave him a little hug as well.
The game at the top. Come on, Pacheco.
How did he? I looked away. How did he break through that?
He's still up.
No, he's still up. He's up. Let's go.
Yeah, I'll pause for you guys.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Just get off screen, Jason. It's fine. It's okay. Here, no. Okay, here's our play clock. I'll tell you when the play clock comes back up. What do we got GRP on tonight? The great mystery. I'm one of the greatest NFL future prop bettors on the planet. But 2 weeks ago, I didn't bet KC minus 200 to win their division. Why not?
Because it wasn't minus 200. I bet minus 200 in May, and it's been minus 250 ever since. So
tell him it, man. I don't like the GRP thing. Is most certainly not a shtick. I gotta say.
No. I don't believe. No, you didn't know him. I knew who he was before he got famous. Like when he was like harassing like the VSiN hosts and everything.
And the first time I met you was at the first Bet Bash.
Yeah, he was there.
That was the first time I met GRP as well.
Yeah.
And God rest his soul, Dink. Rest in peace, buddy. But GRP tried to interrupt a conversation with me and Dink like very quickly told him where to go. And I found that hilarious. Who is it? Steele? No, not Steele.
What is KC doing? It worked out, but there's 2:48 on the game clock. They snap it with 4 seconds. How can you not let it get to 2:44? And that's to guarantee that if the play clock starts at 40 and there's 2 minutes and 42 seconds left, that's a huge blunder right there. He got lucky that Carson Steele danced around in the backfield for 6 seconds.
I know. I'm in so much. Every time.
You said that GRP interrupted your conversation with Dink and Dink flipped out.
Oh, Dink was just like, I actually like as long as I knew Dink, I never saw him angry or like I saw him agitated. Like I would go to dinner with him. He'd be constantly checking scores and stuff like that. But I'd never seen him actually get angry with someone until GRP came in. I don't remember the exact words, but it was,
dude, when I was first starting to bet and I was betting like $100 a game and all that, I watched the best of it, the show, the documentary with Alan Boston Dink. And then I remember I was like, oh, this has to be awesome doing this for a living. Look at these guys. And the amount of characters in that freaking documentary. If nobody's watched that, if you want to kill an hour and a half and just laugh, that was it was quite entertaining. Especially Alan Boston was quite entertaining in that documentary.
I find him, I mean, listen, he's not everyone's cup of tea. I find him entertaining. I don't agree with a lot of his views on life and philosophies and stuff like that, but I from pure entertainment standpoint, I think he's right up there. 27-20, 2:36 left. No more timeouts for Baltimore. Would you put it past Andy Reid to run the ball to take it to the 2 minute
What's the
warning?
situation? What down distance is it right now?
Third and 10.
And I mean, if you run, he's throwing it. He's throwing it. I mean, remember that playoff game when it was a situation like that and they threw it with Chad Henne?
Yeah.
On that out route, that sprint right out route to Tyreek Hill. Like, bro, you got Patrick Mahomes. Like, they're throwing it. Because there's so little upside to running it. What, to get it to the 2 minute warning?
Right. Yeah, no, I agree, but I'm just thinking like,
no, this
Galaxy
is game
Brain
over.
Andy.
I'm going to tell you the play right when they line up. I'm going to tell you. I don't know it, but we're going to convert it. Come on. Come on, Mahomes. Oh, this is.
Wow. And they don't burn the clock and the time runs
No,
out.
no, it's caught. It's caught.
I know. So I'm saying like it will run to the 2-minute warning now.
Yeah.
It's the equivalent of basically a rushing play.
Oh my God. I thought it was going to get picked. I was so nervous.
You guys remember when Hitman said he was going to predict the play? That was the most unpredictable play. Brett Favre's first career completion right there.
That's my favorite player of all time.
Sounds like, I believe that. Scumbag likes another scumbag. I'm sure you sent dick pics to sideline reporters as well back in the day, Hitman.
I mean, is there anything wrong? Listen, if every person that ever sent the naked photo of themselves was put in jail or something, the prisons would be overpopulated.
I don't know nothing about that.
But at least if you're going to do it, like do it on Snapchat or some. Well, there was no Snapchat at that time,
right?
But
all right, it's setting up to be a pretty good props night for me too. I really need the Chiefs to win this game. Could we get like a muffed punt? You know what? It's game 1 of the season. I would use my one time for a muffed punt.
Why would you waste it?
At game 1?
It's not. It's a big bet. I have a lot on the Chiefs.
Okay.
Like I it's much better to use this.
When did you bet
it? Earlier this week on Cross, and then this morning, right after the Ravens move.
I bet it like 2 months ago, thinking that I was going to get some great. Well, I was like, oh yeah, this should close 3 minus 120, and I got 0 cents of closing line value. So
nothing like tying up money for 2 months.
Yeah, well, if you saw my tweet today, I'm not exactly the most opposed to tying up money for a while. It's probably my specialty right now.
I just like what I feel like I never have NFL games that aren't a sweat. Like I always feel like whenever there's a blowout in an NFL game, I'm on the team that got blown out. Like I never have a blowout in my favor. Like why are we here? Why do we have to be here right now?
I think a healthy way to go about this is just to say what you need. What do you need right now? You need Casey win. You need Andrew's not a touchdown is what I need. Like
the only prop that
what else do you need?
No Baltimore touchdown. No Baltimore touchdown.
Okay. Bateman over receiving yards.
No.
We don't need that shit.
You could sacrifice that earlier.
I also have some live Andrews over 17.5, 18.5, and 19.5. I think he's at like 15 or something right now.
14 right now.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. What was Jeff's total at? Do you know? What was his under at? 46 or 47.5?
He, I think, is cooked. I think, he's Dalvin cooked right there. Well, we're going to have to bid you adieu, Jason. You are...
I'm a mush?
You're just ahead. It's at this point, I need to see the stuff in what I feel like is real time. Hopefully they can pin him with this punt. Give us a good punt here.
I have so many bad memories, right? For some reason, I can't stop thinking of when I was on this stream and I gave out the Chiefs on as my best bet on forward progress against the Eagles, and Marquez Valdez-Scantling dropped that touchdown.
I would have completely forgotten about that. But now that you've mentioned it, I remember it so vividly. Like so vividly.
All right.
I was a Rishi Rice touchdown away from that 20.
I'll just take the stop. Let's get the stop.
Mm-hmm. Oh, come on. No, not out of bounds, too.
Damn, it's crazy that Baltimore legit does. I feel like at the end of this week, they're going to be like the least 11 personnel in the league.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, yeah.
are like they're in comeback mode right now, and they're sticking with this 12 personnel.
Yep.
Like Andrews is essentially a slot receiver now. Come on. Take advantage of this offensive line.
Like how many? Oh, take him down. Oh, wow. And he got out too.
All right. We're good, Rob. Don't even sweat it. I'm not worried.
We got this. We got this team. We can do
We
this.
got this.
We can do this.
I mean, they got to go 70 yards in
A minute 37.
137.
Yeah. Where's your play clock at? I'm pretty close to you guys now, I think.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14.
I'm with Rob.
Yeah.
Right with you guys. We're with the shitty direct TV feed now.
I mean, look at this formation. They're taking a shot. No, not Bateman.
Oh, man. The feeling when that ball goes in the air, it's not a good one.
He was cornerback all over it there.
Yeah, but you trust, like a lot of these receivers will win those matchups one by one.
Definitely not Bateman.
Yeah.
Knock on wood. Sorry. Didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
Is Zay Flowers lined up offside right now? The bottom of the screen.
I mean, it looks like it. Yep. Looks like it, but are they going to get called for that?
No,
just another Isaiah Likely short pass.
dude. If they just leave him in the flat the entire the line's not good enough to hold up for this season. Like this is PPR.
Isaiah Likely's prop number was like 16.5.
I know. Alt overs to the moon right now. 107 yards. My God.
I'm not even going to mention it.
The problem with this drive is they just keep letting them get out of bounds.
Yeah, you got to tackle them in bounds. Or just come up with a big stop here, which could be. No Derrick Henry either, eh? Justice Hillen. You got to get him
down.
Sack him.
You got to get him. Oh, my God. He dances.
All right. That's not a bad play.
Oh, no. Get up, Chiefs player. Get up. You can't stay on the field.
It is a bad play. Yeah.
Get up.
Yeah.
Stand up. Get off the field. No.
As GRP would say, unbelievable.
No, we got a hard influx of pornographic.
I'm so sorry. My other community must be jumping in here. I'm so sorry. It's just not even like tasteful though. Like if you're gonna do it, make it tasteful. Don't act like you're 2 years old or 12 years old and you just hit puberty for the first time. Like, come on.
I'm with you.
Do a little bit better.
I'm with you.
Unless you are 12, then I'm sorry. Like,
Do we have an age restriction on this stream?
I don't think so. Maybe there should be.
I mean, it's related to gambling, you know?
Yeah.
You got some adult language used sometimes.
Yeah, but Listen, we're trying to reach the widest audience possible. Hey, man, if you could just shh.
You know what? It's going to be so annoying when Baltimore scores a touchdown and they go.
Why would you say that?
Which is
they will, and they absolutely will.
Can I throw out a silver? Can I throw
know
a silver
they will.
lining? Like we can get Rashee Rice the touchdown now. That's
No, I don't. I would
Chris
like
Jones
this game.
on.
No, keep him in bounds. Keep him in bounds. Okay, keep him.
Finally.
What is this guy's problem?
Come on.
We've been hit with
lot of
a
clock.
lot.
Like I said, it's crazy. It's crazy.
A lot of
But like you got to subscribe every time you. Did I not turn that on? Maybe I fucked up.
I mean, this is insane. How many times can this exact play be run on this drive?
Fixed it. That's
okay.
on
So
me.
they just crossed midfield, and there's 47 seconds left. I'm struggling.
Laughing at the name that you removed from
There's been a few of them, man.
Yeah,
The
it's
last little bit.
We just said, are you 12 years old? And I'm here dying laughing. All right, come on, guys, stop.
Get to him.
No.
No.
Oh, it's Bateman too. He's in bounds. Okay. Oh man.
Double hurt you, Rob.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Just
so
got to
sorry.
keep him out of the end zone. We got to keep him out of the end zone.
Come
First
on.
and goal. How much time? They're going to
I
spike
think
it?
we got to use the time. Our pass rush is dead.
Dude,
right
they're
now.
dead. They're dead.
Oh, okay. Thank God.
I mean, we have no pass rushers.
And Likely's hurt.
now. It's not a runoff, right? Because it's the clock stopped.
Oh,
Good clock stop.
he
That looked like
That's
he
a
landed
shoulder.
on maybe the wrong, like past the turf there, maybe. Oh, Bateman, that actually was a great grab. That was a great grab. Oh, this is a lot.
This is gonna hurt.
What happened here to Likely?
If Casey can just cover, it would be a pretty.
Oh, that's an awkward landing. He just landed on his shoulder.
That's like a shoulder, collarbone. There's a bone break in there somewhere.
Oh,
Does he break his arm?
Collarbone, I think, maybe
Collarbone?
elbow. So, but everyone's got a different diagnosis. We need the guy that was the dentist last year to make the diagnosis.
That was me. Sorry. There was a video playing on Twitter, which is that's bad. Anyways, I'm gonna kick myself out now for that.
I mean, unlikely he will return. Oh God.
I hate to talk about the game now, but you know that's the type of guy I am. I'm thinking about how does this benefit Kansas City. Definitely, we were just saying like their pass rush was gassed. Like the fact that like you are now going to have like 3-4 minutes for Chris Jones to get a breather.
It's almost like this minus 650 is like.
Oh
yeah, I mean, I like Bolt. I mean, you're basically betting that Baltimore will score and get the tail.
Yeah,
off the board.
Oh, the board
minus 590 plus 390 was the last.
I'm nervous.
So am I.
Is he back on? Is Likely back on the field?
No, he can't be. He
wouldn't even be allowed on.
Yeah,
come on, Rob.
They're going to try for 2 plays, right?
I
They're
like a
try for
3-man
2 plays.
rush here. I like a 3-man rush. I don't like the blitz.
Same. I agree.
A 3-man rush with a spy.
No,
Chris
get to him, Jones. Get to him, Jones.
Oh my God, he had him.
Wait, what's St. Flowers doing? What's St. Flowers doing? Wait, it looked like he just.
Oh my God.
The pass must have been way behind him. Like the view, I think he was wide open and the pass was thrown to his left. Yeah, horrible pass. All right.
Oh my God.
You
got to decelerate a bit there, though. You're wide open. Decelerate. You
Lamar
know that
was
your quarterback's on the run.
Lamar wanted him to sit, I think, because of that linebacker.
Yeah. Hear me out. Yeah. Rush 0.
No. 3-man rush with a spy. That's what I like. 3-man rush spy. Come on, Chris Jones.
Don't let him.
Isaiah
did he get his feet down?
Oh my God.
Isaiah
He's out. He was out by like a little bit. No, there's no way he's out. His foot was on the way.
Dude, he's in.
He's out. He's out. They're
He's
going for 2. Oh my God.
He'll definitely go for 2.
in.
Why wouldn't you?
God.
He's in.
I think he's in.
Harbaugh kind of does this minus EV stuff.
Oh, I think he's out. That's close. It's so close.
I think he's in.
It's so close. I think he's
Dude,
out.
He's out.
I'm very confident
he's out. I saw that.
He's out. Overhead view. He's out by a
He's out.
He's out. Guys, this is game over. He's out.
He's
out of the end zone. His right foot is on the white. There's no way. It's very clear. His tippy toe is on the white.
Is there no time on the clock?
There's no time left. That was the last play. There was 4 seconds left.
Dude, he's out. He's has to be out.
He has to be out. I'm sorry. Like,
how is he back in the game though? Like, can we just
I know.
talk about that quickly? How the fuck is he back in the game?
He's out. He's 100% out. The game's over.
Wait, but
He did it.
oh yeah, no, he's out.
he got. I mean, my phone is blowing up now.
Yeah.
He has to be out. I mean, look at on the sidelines.
Yeah, he's out.
Lamar
He's out.
knows, like, likely even knows. He's looking at the replay review.
It was so quick. Also,
Runner's toe is on the line. Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. Why does it have to be like this every time? Like, think about how insane ending. Insane. 1-0, last one picks, baby. 1-0, last one.
I will say the highlight recap is going to hit hard tomorrow. That's all I'll say.
All right.
That's all I'll say.
Have you been timestamping stuff?
I've been pressing that B button.
Okay. Well, that's good. At least some. I forgot till the second
that
half.
was I mean, could the NFL have scripted that game any better?
Oh, man of the library all over that one. All over that one. All right.
By the way, you can find the recaps on Twitter at Forward Progress, FFWD Progress.
Well, here's my first text that said, "Did Hardman play?" Because just nobody that I deal with can look it up themselves. I have to have 20 people ask me every single time.
You're the guy, Hitman. Listen, you're the guy. You're the life of the party. People just want to hear it from you so that they have someone to blame if the sportsbook voids it or something like that. They just want to hear it from you. Make sure you check out Hitman on Twitter at Hitman428. I hate to say it. You got me on Bateman, man, on the final drive. We go head to head on props. You get me more often than not, but appreciate you joining. Thank God we got
handicapped play, Rob. I mean, I wasn't lucky at all.
Oh, man. So good. All right, Hitman. Have a good night, man.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you to everyone who tuned in. Reminder, I'm back tomorrow night, Friday Night Football, Sao Paulo. Eagles, Packers. I'll break it down before the game. Probably going to go live around 8 o'clock Eastern time. Please join me. In the meantime, before you hop out, make sure you smash that like button down below. And if you have people who you think would be interested in these streams, just let them know. We're trying to build this year over year. But I do appreciate everyone who is in here tonight. For all our guests, who was in Suma in the first quarter? Jeff Feinberg, Adam Chernoff, Hitman. For my producer, Jason Cooper. Thank you, everyone who tuned in. This was a Forward Progress Thursday Night Football watch-along presented by Fanduel. I'll see everyone back here tomorrow night. Peace out.